What's up, guys? I'll be back. Second. Yo, what's up, dudes? Sorry. I'm here, though. Yo, what's good? How are y'all?
Happy Thursday. How are y'all?
Walker, Leon, Yef, Cat, Umbreon, what's good? I hope y'all are having a good day. Ugh. I'm sorry if y'all can hear my phone. I didn't realize it was still on. Oh, yeah, Cat, me too. It's fantastic, isn't it? Well, kinda. I'm pretty sure your shit's better than my shit, because my shit, I get it from shit place. But it does the job. I need to go get a bottle of wine. Give me a second. Oh no, wait, I have one. Huzzah. Cat, you grow it yourself? Must be nice. Well, I mean, I'm sure it takes like a whole bunch of hard work, dedication, time and effort, shit like that, but dude, I don't even know if I live in a place where I could grow my own. I think that's just certain places. I don't know. I will be spending the day with my dad tomorrow for his birthday. 62, even though his birthday's on the 29th. That's fine. I mean, it may be the only day you can do stuff with the old man. You gotta do as much as you can before you can't anymore. It's hi, what's good? So I'm assuming I won't see you tomorrow, Umbreon. What are you and your dad gonna do? What are you gonna go take him to do? Take him to go shooting, watch a movie, out to eat. That's all I got. Usually for my dad's birthday, I get him a 12-pack of Heineken and I call that a day. And usually, whenever it's my birthday, if he doesn't take me out to eat, he'll just throw me 40 bucks, and that's it. Not too much with me and him really don't go overboard with birthdays. Work out, lunch, maybe a movie or whatever. Dude, I'll tell you what. I've never gone to the movies with my dad. That would seem weird, man, because I don't know, I've watched movies with my dad in the living room at home, you know, in someone's house, but going to the movie theater with my dad, hell, even going to the movie theater with my mom, it's just like, that's not something that I find fun to do together with them. Mainly because they don't like the same movies that I like. We don't have the same taste in movies. So especially my mom. My mom likes watching boring ass shit, bro. Can't even tell you what half of it is, because I don't know. So last night I finally watched. I've been wanting to watch a movie for the past couple days now, and I've been asking around, man. I've been asking my friends. I'm like, hey, any movies that you can think of that I should watch that you would recommend? And I ask specific people because I value their opinion. However, the one that I watched last night, no one told me to watch. It's just like I pulled up HBO Max to find what I was looking for, and this just so happened to be on the front page, and I was baked and lazy enough to just say fuck it with the other movie and click on that. I ended up watching The Accountant with Ben Affleck. That movie is really good. I'd never seen it before up until recently, and bro, that movie is like a different universe's Batman. That's the vibes that I got from that movie. It really felt like Batman. He had a sidekick and everything. It was really good. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all should give it a watch. And then tonight I'll probably watch Bullet Train because I haven't seen Bullet Train. Brad keeps fucking. Ever since I said I didn't watch it, well, I asked him about a movie. He gets really sensitive if I don't watch something he recommended. So I gotta watch that sometime tonight or tomorrow. Otherwise, I think he might actually die. Okay. Selena Gomez gets roasted by President Trump. Hilarious. I don't know why she's. I can't remember why she's crying, but if a celebrity is crying, guys, remember this. If you take nothing else away from my streams or from me ever, if there's ever a celebrity crying, there is a 99.99999% chance that whatever they're crying about does not fucking matter in the slightest at the end of the day. On a scale of importance, it probably registers from 1 to 10, probably registers a -5. Just remember that. If you take nothing else away from me or these streams or this content, anytime there's a celebrity crying about something, chances are whatever the topic is, it's not even all that important. So there's that. I saw that movie recently too, Equilibrium with Christian Bale. Within the past 3 years, I've seen that movie for the first time. I had never seen it. I didn't know what it was about. I'm very apprehensive about stuff. And to me, I don't watch a movie just because, for example, Christian Bale is a fantastic actor. Phenomenal, right? However, just because he is in a future film, that doesn't sway me. You know what I mean? Like I'm very apprehensive with stuff, dude. More so with movies than I am with music. If I listen to a bad song, I wasted 3 minutes of my life. If I watch a bad movie, that's 2.5 hours that I literally could have spent doing anything else or watching anything else that would have been better or more productive. So, or simply actually doing something productive, you know, aside from watching a movie. But I don't know, there's a lot of stuff I have seen, and there's just an equal amount of stuff that I haven't seen simply because, and I've heard of it too, it's just because I'm very apprehensive. I'm just like, And I'll read reviews, and then I'll procrastinate, and then I'll keep looking around, and I'm like, okay, I'll come back to that one, and I never come back to it, and then I forget about it, and then I start to want to watch it again, and then I go through the same process. I'll go to it, I'll start looking around, forget about it, find something else. It's just like, you know how long it took me to just fucking settle on The Accountant? Because I have been trying to find a movie to watch for like 3 days, but I just have to make sure it's worth my time. It's funny, sometimes I'll do more research on a movie than the movie actually lasts, than the length of the movie. Kevin, what's good? Like, dude, I spent 2 whole days debating if I wanted to restart watching Big Bang Theory, which I'm almost done with that now. We haven't done Sunny V2 in a while. I think I want to watch his last. I didn't see his last one. Why Jack Black is losing thousands of followers. That could be any number of reasons, man. Jack Black is wildly liberal, I think. Then again, let's not go straight to politics. That's cringe. What other reason could he be losing thousands of followers? This is not politically driven or motivated. He never really gets in trouble that way. In any other way. I don't think I've ever heard of this dude beating his wife or something. We'll do some Sunny V2 today. Just looking through my feed real quick before I look at the list. His death stare? I don't know, I'm curious. I mean, people lose... dude. When you're at this level of fame, like Jack Black, you lose followers no matter what. Think of someone that everyone likes. Think of someone that's generally overall liked. Chris Pratt. That dude's probably at this moment right now losing followers. So like, I mean, when you're at this level of fame, millions upon millions, sometimes even hundreds of millions of people know who you are. You're always losing followers for some reason or the other, man. Because there's no shortage of people out there spreading lies about you. And there's no shortage of dumbass people out there believing those lies that people spread about you. So like, I mean, unless you get really deep into it, people lose followers all the time, but I mean, the accountant is like the autistic Batman with Batgirl as Robin. Yes. I really like that movie. However, they didn't do a really good job of keeping the reveal of the movie hidden. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to spoil it. But the reveal of the movie, oh man, I pretty much saw that within like the first 20 minutes of the film. And I kept saying it to myself. I was like, you know, I kept saying it over and over. I was like, I know this is gonna be it, and it was kind of telegraphed. I like being surprised. I like for the plot twist to actually surprise me, and in this movie, the plot twist, I could just tell immediately, almost instantly, on what the end of the movie was gonna be like. I still enjoyed the ride there though, so in that they did a good job. What a surprise seeing Terminated. What's good, man? What a surprise seeing Anna Kendrick in there though. Right? And for a second I was like, "Oh no, please don't do this shit, bro. Please don't do this whole thing like in that movie Mr. Right, remember, where Anna Kendrick's in it and the dude is an assassin or a hitman and he literally tells her that he's a hitman and she doesn't believe him. They end up running off into the sunset together and doing hitman shit together, right? I was like, please don't do that. If y'all do that shit, I'm turning this movie off right now. Please don't fucking do that. And nah, he fucking wrote a little note and left her a prized possession. I was like, my man, thank you, thank God, you don't take this with you, Jesus. Anyways, that was good. I was sad when it was almost over. Who we got here? Dropping all over Flat Earther Lord Jamar. Live on Godfrey's podcast. Okay. I do love me a good crapping. That's and flat earthers of all people, you know? It's just like I don't think any of them have ever answered this question as far as flat earth goes, but let me see what else is on the list before we even no oh, where? Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, we'll do that first, and then we might do some Sunny V2. If y'all have a request, put it in the Discord. Whether you're a patron, non-patron. Patrons I'll do first, but which is what I'm about to do right now. Okay. Ashley, what's good? What the fuck are all these? Oh. Is David even here? But it's fine. Do y'all want to watch this regardless? I mean, it's not like it goes away on Twitch. It'll still be here after the fact. All of you who have recently made it in, what's good? Hope you're having a good Thursday. This Thursday, right? Yeah. Did you terminated? Put it in there again, man. What do y'all want to start with? Y'all want to start with David's, the flat earth video? Or do y'all want to do some Sunny V2? Or maybe you did request to try not to laugh and we did it terminated? I'm not entirely sure, man. We'll do the flat earth video. It's been a while since I've heard their ridiculous ideas. I mean, they just one simple question, man. One simple question that I don't think any of them have ever answered, at least since I've been paying attention, which I don't pay much attention to the flat earth community, man, like much at all. You know, I pretty much am I like entertaining that one quote, don't argue with a stupid person, they're just gonna drag you down to their level, right? That's why I typically don't watch too many videos, but I know what they're about. I know what they talk about. I know their ideas, and I know how they like to fucking try and justify shit. But one thing I don't think I've ever heard them explain is that if you are indeed correct, let's just entertain the fact that you are right. Let's just say the earth actually is flat. Let's entertain your little fairy tale for a second. Why are they lying to us? Why are they lying to us about it being round? What benefit would they get from lying to the general population about the earth being round? If it was indeed flat, then we would have just been told that it was flat. Hey, this is it. And would have been like, okay. But you know what? I guarantee if the earth was actually flat, legit, no bullshit flat, you motherfuckers would think it was round. Because there's no pleasing you people. Because y'all are stupid. That's all I got, man. Let's watch this video, okay? Professor Dave is going to explain it probably a lot more elegantly and eloquently and more intelligently than me. So I'm ready for that. And someone said in chat, the Earth is flat, but the moon is round? Question mark. Yeah, they have an answer for that. They don't even think that other planets are real. They think that the night sky is just like this thing that the government created that is just like a whole bunch of lights. It's like a dome or something that covers the flat Earth. And they just turn it on. And that the sun gets turned on like a light bulb or something. I don't know. I really don't know. That they don't believe in gravity. They don't think planets are real. They don't think the night sky is real. They don't think that space is real. I don't, because everything in space is spherical, right? From black holes to comets, asteroids, give or take a little bit of shape difference. But most of everything has a spherical... Yeah. They have excuses for everything that you say, but the thing about their excuses is their excuses are always stupid. Who do you think won, ACAL or Church? I believe they would have to go one more round. Because while I'm willing to give the second round to Adam, I'm giving the first round to Church. Because Adam had to release 4 whole ass songs just to have one hit about Church. And then Church responds with his. So I gave it to Church. Even though I liked Adam's. Second go around, I'm gonna give that to Adam. Wasn't too much of a fan of the whole acapella stuff. I got used to it there towards the end. And I started to forget the fact that there was no fucking beat or even rhythm going on there towards the end. But I enjoyed Adam's better in the second round. So in my opinion, even though Adam's released like 6 whole ass videos, it's tied. Really. If you take away all the in-between bullshit and all the in-between diss tracks that really didn't matter and didn't land at all whatsoever, feels like a tie right now to me, but I don't think there's going to be a round 3. So again, this is what happens when 2 artists share an audience. So alright. I wonder if he actually goes on the podcast or if he's just like reacting.
Hey everyone, many of you saw my recent reaction video where I drank.
Yeah, okay. Alright. I'll react to it with you. So they think we live on a legit map? Yeah. Ashley? Yeah. Joy, what's good? They think that. They think that it's just... They think it's like that, man. They just think it's all like that. They think it's just land, water, that's it. And then you ask them about the North Pole and the South Pole, they're just like, that shit don't exist. It's just a fucking ice wall that goes around the fucking flat surface, big ass ice wall. And if you try to go out there, you're gonna get met by CIA, FBI, ATF, National Guard, active duty, Marines, and the Bratva. Man, like... and they're not gonna let you pass, right? It's protected. right? That's where you can't go to the edge because they're protecting the edge. They don't want you to fall off because it'd be bad. People just falling off the planet, you know? Can't have that. It's just they're fucking weird, man. It's ask another question. I'm pretty sure I've heard of the fucking. I've heard an excuse. I've heard an excuse. These fucking. Oh, I still got more coffee. I think I'll need some. Before I started watching you, I didn't believe such people existed. I'm sorry that I have I'm sorry that I have exposed you to such buffoonery. That's but hey, better this than meth, right? You know? I'm gonna get some coffee. Hey, I was just thinking about something while I was in the kitchen getting some coffee. About this flat earth thing. If you put take a balloon, fill it with air, blow it up, right? Fill it up with air completely, tie it. You got a balloon, right? Fairly big balloon too, like something like around this, right? Like a birthday balloon. Now, take an ant, right? Get an ant, get like a little stick, get the ant on the stick, put the ant on the balloon. So you have an ant crawling on this balloon, walking on this balloon. To that ant, is that a flat surface or a round surface? What do you think? From the ant's perspective, a creature that is 1/100th our size, is that balloon flat to the ant or round to the ant? Do you know? I mean, the ant's not sentient. We can't possibly know what it's thinking. But do you understand what I'm saying? To the ant might think that that balloon is flat. Seems flat. It's walking on it just fine, right? And when it turns or you move the balloon, the ant really doesn't seem to notice all that much. Maybe if the balloon started, floating or like slowly bouncing up and down or maybe catching some wind, the ant probably still wouldn't even notice that it's a round surface. But we know it to be a round surface because we can fucking see it. The ant might not be able to see it or even notice or tell. And some people here on Earth might not be able to see, notice, or tell that the Earth is round, but that's just because the Earth is so big and we have this thing called gravity. So we're literally anchored down to a spinning object. But man, if you can't even get a concept of gravity, then how are you ever going to be able to acknowledge that the Earth is spherical? You know? So there's just. He'd just be walking. He can't see the other side. Exactly. You know what that's called, Joy? That's called the horizon. The horizon. The other side of the balloon that ant can't see would be the horizon. You know what I'm talking about? And you can't have a horizon on a flat fucking planet. Okay. That's I don't know, man. And if there's no gravity, then I don't. Then how do you do this? How does this work? How does this get explained? I just think that flat earthers are just. There's more and more complex scientific ways now of proving the Earth's spherical shape, and flat earthers feel threatened by that by such advanced knowledge on the subject that they feel intimidated or kind of probably even feel stupid because they can't understand it. And since they can't understand how science has evolved and how science is now being used to determine these things, and it's a way of science that they actually can't do, most of us normal people, we can't do the level of scientific method and hypothesis and experimentation that these people can do, actual scientists, to actually prove these things. And because some of these flat earthers, they just feel they have an inferiority complex, really. Like, if I can't understand it, they must be lying to me. If I can't understand it, then it must be bullshit because this should be very easy to understand. Well, actually, no, it's not, man. It's pretty complicated, and it takes an insane amount of mathematics and just scientific mathematical prowess, dude, that you just don't have. And because you don't have it, you think that the wool's being pulled over your eyes. No, man, it's just they explained it at a basic fucking level hundreds of years ago, and now it's explained at an even more basic level so people can understand it. But you think that there's like some nefarious shit going on because the science keeps getting more complicated. Yeah, that's what happens. Science evolves. The science to proving these things is getting more complicated, and it's science that you yourself can't do. So since you can't do it and you don't understand it, it must be untrue. What a dumbass way of thinking. Like, I love that this shit is that hard. Like, man, physics? I love physics. I can't understand a fucking lick of it mathematically and through all that stuff, but I love learning about physics and hearing about physics. And yo, dude, what is it? What is his name? Joel Cox, Charlie Cox, Billy Cox, I think. That white British dude that's all over my fucking feed all the time talking physics and shit like that. Neil deGrasse, like all that stuff. I can't get enough of it, right? And it's just like, and all that makes sense to me. Even though I can't actually do the math, it makes sense to me from a very logical standpoint, right? Because I can wrap my head around these concepts and these theories. String theory is hard, but I'm not going to sit here and completely disavow it and say it's not real, it's not true. Man, it's just a theory at this point. But this right here, this shit right here, son, flat Earth, that ain't real. Like, okay, let's start.
Whiskey while laughing at a rapping flat earther named Lord Jamar, who was proudly demonstrating his unparalleled stupidity on the podcast of a comedian named Godfrey. Well, that reaction video set off a chain of events that I'm very
Godfrey's funny. Why would he have such a dumb person on his podcast? Doesn't matter.
excited to share with you today, so grab some popcorn and enjoy. If you recall, Godfrey was the host, Lord Jamar was a guest, and then there was this third fellow. His name is Dante Nero, and after I posted my reaction video, he reached out to me by email. He told
I'm sorry. Hold on. Are we even in... Did I do it again? Did I fuck it up again? Oh, no, we're good. Okay. All right. Do y'all want... Okay, actually... Do y'all want this or this? Do y'all want this? Or that? It's up to you guys. Which one would make y'all happier? This one? This one? First one? Second one? Either way? First one? All right. Bet. And I remember too. I remember so vividly being a kid, and and I asked my mother. I was like, "Mom, how how is how is the Earth not flat? I don't I don't understand. I don't I don't get it. Everything looks flat to me." And roads seem pretty straight. That like I know there's a mountain over there, but on the other side of that mountain is some more flat stuff, right? And I couldn't grasp it. And as a child, my mother goes to explain to me. She says, "Son, the Earth is so insanely big compared to you that there's no possible way that you could grasp the size of it and the scale. But just know that we are moving, we are spinning, and there is gravity. So if you go to the roof and jump off, you'll hit the ground. You won't float like you've seen in the movies." And that was my mom. And my mom is no scholar by any means, but that's what she regurgitated to me when I was a kid. And I was like, okay, all right, that seems good to me. And I grew up with a telescope, and me and her would go out there at night and just look at the moon and look at stars. And she would teach me about Mars and Venus and fucking Saturn and Jupiter. And fucking my favorite planet to look at was Jupiter because it was the biggest one and the easiest one to spot. So I always felt like such a success when I found Jupiter. And yeah, so, and like I would look at these planets, and when I would look at them, they were in the shape of a circle. So naturally, I was just like, well, they're circles. They must be big balls. We must be the same thing. Why would it be any different? Why would it, you know? The sun's a big fucking circle. The moon's a big fucking circle. Jupiter's a big fucking circle. It's all circles up in this piece, bro. So I guess we're one and the same. We're part of the family. That's how little me got it. And then whenever I got older, and science was my favorite subject, right? And I started learning and fucking solar system and blah 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 and all this stuff, just like naturally, bro. It just like, and these are, what's funny about a lot of flat earthers that I see? A lot of flat earthers that I see, for some weird fucking reason, they're my age. They're my age. I rarely see a 16, 17-year-old flat earther. It's older people between the ages of 25 and up. I rarely see a little young kid talking about, actually, excuse me, technically, the Earth's flat, blah, blah. No, it's always people my age. Or older. Or just fucking, what the shit.
Told me that he's a big fan of the channel and that the episode I reacted to was frustrating for him because he knew that Jamar had no idea what he was talking about, but he didn't have the tools necessary to combat his script in real time. He expressed interest in having me on Godfrey's show via Zoom to have a conversation.
Like, it's crazy, bro. I'm so past this scientifically and just galactically and universally. I'm so past this. I feel so bad for people that are still stuck on flat Earth because you're missing so many amazing things in science. You're missing so many amazing discoveries with stars and black holes and supernovas and hypernovas and string theory and the way the universe works and the way it's expanding and the big rip. And could there be a big rip? Is there a limit to how far we can expand? The universe is expanding at an ever increasing rate, and eventually the universe will grow cold because it'll be so spread apart that there will be no heat to give off. Planets will start to die. Stars will start to crumble. They'll start to explode. Black holes will be born, and then the universe will be nothing but black holes black holes eating each other, and then the black holes will die, and then it'll just be nothing but a fucking void. That's where I am. You poor bastards are still stuck on flat Earth. Wow, shame, man, shame. It's just like, oof, man. Like, I hit the end game, and y'all are still in the fucking tutorial. It's crazy.
With Lord Jamar. Now, upon hearing this request, I was immediately aware that if I agreed to do that, it would be a total shit show. I am intimately familiar with people like Lord Jamar. He's a delusional narcissist and complete douchebag whose entire identity revolves around his perceived intellectual superiority over the rest of humanity, despite being a willfully ignorant, clueless asshat. Basically, he's a flat earther. He is 100% impervious to even the most basic facts and logic, and he will not listen to a word I have to say, no matter how obviously correct I am. But when has that ever stopped me before? So I agreed to go on the show. Now, I will say that I went into this with the intention of remaining relatively cordial as long as possible.
Like, bro, you know what I think about? You know what I think about? I think about, like, when our sun starts to die. Because our sun will die. That shit will eventually run out of fuel. That shit will eventually no longer be able to process and put out all the hydrogen and fucking shit that is needed to create heat. That shit will die. That shit will cave into itself. That shit will start to rotate at 1 trillion fucking times per second. It'll cave into itself, explode, create a black fucking hole. There goes our solar system. I think about, will humans still be here when that happens? And if humans are still a thing when that time comes, will we know what to do? Will we have the technology to deal with that? Will we have since left this solar system and gone and seen another one, or colonized another one, or made another one our home? That's the shit I think about, because our sun will eventually die. Like all stars, everything in this solar system dies at some point. Every star dies. That's how black holes are made. A dying star will literally collapse upon itself, and that's it, because the mass is so dense it can no longer sustain. That's the shit I be thinking about. Y'all are on some fucking, like, grade school shit.
But Jamar began insulting me before I was even introduced, so I decided to just lace into him from the first moment. Even though my volume was dramatically lower than theirs, even though he was talking over me constantly, even though there was barely any attempt by Godfrey to moderate him so that I could get equal speaking time, I still took a big steamy dump all over him and made him look dumber than rocks in front of his own audience.
No, it's not. It's not. Do you know when it's gonna be? Between 4 and 5 billion years from now. But that's the kind of shit I think about. Man. Really. You know what else I think about? The fucking asteroid that's gonna make a close pass to the Earth here soon, in a couple of years. And if it latches onto Earth's gravity just right when it makes a close pass, it'll get slingshotted around at the proper angle that it'll hit Earth. Within the next 15 to 20 years, this is a possibility. That's the kind of shit I think about. And y'all are still stuck on flat Earth, bro. That's embarrassing.
Audience. So much so, in fact, that after less than 20 minutes of interacting, Jamar threatened to leave the studio if I wasn't cut out of the feed. And then,
You're making them look bad, yeah.
Minutes after the live stream was posted to Godfrey's channel, it was pulled. Undoubtedly because Jamar told Godfrey to pull it, since he knew how unbelievably stupid he looked. But, my friends, you'd better believe I anticipated it.
I don't remember the exact numbers, but I know what you're trying to say, Mysterious. If we move even 2 inches closer to the sun, we burn alive. If our planet is even like 2 inches away from the sun, we freeze to death. I forget what the distances are, but the distances, bro, like what scientists have said, Earth is literally in like the most perfect spot imaginable to sustain life. Man, 1 inch to the left, we're dead. 1 inch to the right, we're dead. We don't exist if the Earth is not exactly where it is sitting right now, and I forget the distance, the threshold for it, but uh, uh, tipping this way, tipping that way could be catastrophic. Do I take song requests, and how much? I mean, you can do. I do same day donations, man. I don't even have a. I've never actually told people how much it costs, man. If you want to donate for that, feel free to donate for that at your own discretion, right? However, um, I can tell you if we can do the song here or if we're gonna have to do the song on Twitch. Mainly we react to music on Twitch. This is just a variety stream that we do on YouTube, and we do every other day. Once on YouTube, once on Twitch. Depending on the song, I may be able to do it here. If it's an independent artist or like an underground artist, I can do it here. If it's like a mainstream artist, like Eminem or something, I can't do it here. I have to do it on Twitch. Okay, here we go.
Exactly this, so I recorded the Zoom session from my end. I knew that this exchange was going to be absolute gold, and I was not disappointed. With that context covered, enjoy this brief interaction with one of the dumbest people alive.
There's not fire in a vacuum of space.
I want to say something.
Yeah, well, go ahead. It's ridiculous.
Like, before we bring Professor David, here's my thing. Man,
O1G with the 5. Thank you so much for the 5, man. Daijo, Upside Down, he doesn't copyright. I'm not worried about I should have said that too. I'm not even worried about copyright. I'm worried about being blocked. That's the problem. I don't expect to make money from any artist. It's their shit. Copyright I'm fine with. Good. I'm glad you're making money. It's the blocking that drives me crazy, but as long as he doesn't block the stream, I'm cool. We can do that. Yes. But the second it gets blocked, man, that's when I start to get mad, because it's just like, bro, now nobody can see it. After this, we'll do that, man. If you you just be a little bit patient with me. We already started this one. He's independent, fantastic. That's great. And as an independent artist that doesn't copyright, that's a fantastic move. Really. Because it's left up to the reaction channels and the review channels and the critic channels to, push your music. And they're more incentivized to do so if there's no copyright attached to it. Everyone wins there. So I know a couple of independent artists that don't copyright and stuff like that, and it's great. All right, let me do this real quick. OFG, hang around, and right after we will do that.
Yes, let me fuck Professor Dave.
He said something about fire in a vacuum.
In a vacuum of space.
I want to say, go ahead.
Oh, that was not even necessary, OFG, but I truly appreciate the 5, man. Thank you. You could have just typed that. You didn't really need to do it again, but I truly appreciate you, man. We're gonna watch this, so hopefully this isn't too much of a headache for you while you wait on your request, because while I will probably enjoy this a little bit, it is gonna give me a fucking headache.
Ridiculous.
Before we bring Professor Dave, here's my thing. Man, let me fuck Professor Dave.
Before he even get here.
You know why? When it comes to hip hop, right? There's questions I have to ask because he spent his life studying being part of hip hop. To take the people that have spent their lifetime understanding physics, science, all kinds of things.
That don't matter.
It is absurd. It would be the equivalency if I took an internet dude.
That does not matter.
Let me finish. If I took an internet dude who got a couple of tracks.
Basically, what Big Boy here is trying to say is like, motherfucker, I'm not about to argue with a scholar, okay? Now, if you want to argue with me on who the best rapper is, I know rap. I've been in the rap game. I listen to a lot of rap music. I'm a connoisseur of rap. You can't tell me shit. I know what I'm talking about. But when it comes to a scientist, a physicist, an astrophysicist, a rocket scientist, when it comes to that, bro, and you're not that, who the fuck are you to question these people and their scientific superiority? Their they have the high ground when it comes to this shit, not you, man. So maybe be humble in the face of knowledge, because knowledge is a lot more power than whatever you think you have, and it's definitely stronger than a gun, that's for sure.
And asked him about the
I do like Godfrey, he's funny.
history of hip hop. It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
One
Yes,
person,
it is.
But
Yes, it is, man. You're a subject matter expert, and he just can't. He can't take someone else being smarter than him. But it's just like, bro, the majority of the whole goddamn planet knows and believes that the Earth is round. You're literally in such a small minority. It's not even funny.
What about, you say scientists, right, that have been studying for a long time, but there are people who've been in these professions that have there to lie, just like medical apartheid against African Americans. There are trained doctors
when you
that
follow
have lied
the money,
to black people about health.
they're gonna say whatever the money tells them to
nobody
say.
is saying that didn't happen.
No scientist is
Nobody's
getting
saying that didn't
funded if they do not say what the money wants them to say, sir.
Okay, that's conspiracy.
No, it's
That's
not. It's
fact.
real.
Yeah,
It's a fucking fact.
But you don't get to say
Science
that.
is
Lord Jamar is not 100% wrong in what he's saying, but I think Lord Jamar is talking about COVID. Really, scientists are gonna say whatever they're paid to say. You absolutely right, dog. And during fucking COVID, I truly felt like that was the case. But about this topic, that makes no sense. That makes no sense, bro. Not about this topic. Who's getting paid to say the Earth is flat? Or no, who's getting paid to say the Earth is round? You know, back in the day, scientists didn't even get paid. Fucking scholars, man, they didn't even make all that much money back in the day. Think about 100, 200, 300 years ago. Think about Galileo. Like, dude. Oh my God. You're so stupid.
a religion now.
You don't
Science
get to say
is
that.
a religion. It is not,
Science is not
what
a
you
religion.
think it is. Oh, yes, it is.
That's
And
absurd.
This is
people
great.
That is
worship
absurd.
at the altar of science.
No,
Yo, this guy's an idiot. And then Big Boy over here is like, oh my God, this guy's an idiot. And then Godfrey,
You think it is. Oh, yes, it is.
and then Godfrey's over here like, oh, I'm about to make so much money off this episode. This is gold. I'm so glad I invited these two on, man. I'm just gonna sit here and listen. Who's got the popcorn? Look at him. Look at him. Like a devious little kid that's just over here stirring the pot. Just fucking. Okay, all right, here we go.
Hold on,
And
this is
people
great.
worship at the altar of science.
Nobody's
and these
worship at the
people are your
altars.
new fucking deacons and bishops, and you believe that they have the power.
Let's
They're
go.
closer to God
go.
than anybody else. No. Hang on a second.
Believe that they're closer to God than anybody else? Who are we talking about again? Are we talking about scientists? Because in my experience, it's been that a lot of scientists are the furthest away from God and religion. A lot of them are atheists. A lot of them don't believe in any of that stuff. A lot of them won't sit here and fucking berate you about it either, but they either they keep it to themselves or they straight up just don't believe in that stuff because their work and what they do, it doesn't let them believe in that stuff. So to put them in that conversation is weird, man. For the most part, there are some scientists, very rare and unique in some cases, that are scientists and do have faith. But for the most part, from what I've seen, from what I've noticed, not most of them do. So go back.
Deacons and bishops, and you believe that they have the power.
Let's
They're
go.
closer to
Let's
God
go.
than anybody else. No. Hang on a second. My whole disclaimer before we even start this bullshit, okay, is that, hang on, I issued a challenge, Godfrey, to even come here to talk to Mr. Whoever,
Right.
scientist man,
Right.
that if he can present me a working model of a ball that water sticks to the outside of
rotating.
it. Yes, as it rotates, I'll gladly sit down and have a talk with him. He hasn't showed me such model.
Do you know why the water does what it does? It doesn't have. It has shit to do with the Earth, Lord Jamar. But are you forgetting that the moon exists, and that when you pair the moon with the gravity of the Earth, that affects the tides, that affects the water. You think it's just the Earth doing all the work? No, the moon plays an integral role in the efficacy of this planet, man. Lord Jamar sitting here thinking, well, if we're round, how the hell does the water stay? I don't understand. I don't get it. It's gravity, man. Gravity.
I can give you a model right now as we sit here.
Oh, is Dave around? Is he there?
He's on.
Can he hear us?
A model right now.
I can hear you guys.
Hey, Dave! Hey, Dave.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Dave. It's Godfrey. How
With
are
a
you? I don't
concave
see
bowl.
you.
Doing good.
You're doing good.
Can you guys see me?
Hey!
What up, Dave?
Dave, are you Dave the scientist?
I'm the one that contacted you, Dave.
Are you Dave the scientist?
Yeah, he's the one
I'm a
that
science
contacted you.
communicator.
Science communicator. Well, hey, how you doing? First
What
time
does that
meeting
mean?
you.
difference?
I'm
Science
doing good.
communicator.
Science communicator. Okay.
That means what I believe a science communicator means is that he takes all of the extremely complicated, above the shoulder shit that scientists and physicists talk about and discover, and he breaks it down in a very easily digestible way in layman's terms for the non-super smart or receptive to grasp it and understand it. I think he's like a translator. So if you were to ever hear a physicist speak and you're just like, come again? You do the coefficient of what? This guy pretty much takes what he said and helps you understand it. I think. Let's see if I'm right.
Okay. Well, here you are. You do not believe in the flat Earth theories, and you are. I've been taught that the Earth has been round for a long time, and when the flat Earth thing came around, I said, okay, what's this about? And then I listened to some of the flat Earth stuff, and you know what? Some of the stuff made sense. I was like, that kind of makes sense. And then, when you hear about what you've always been learning about, well, that kind of makes sense. And then when I talked to, actually, Dave, when I talked to a fighter pilot, and then they go like 50,000 feet, way higher than commercial jet. I say, have you seen curvature? He goes, yeah, we see the curvature of the Earth.
Yeah.
That's what he said. I was like,
I've seen multiple videos where they say no.
You talk about we're supposed to take
straight.
care of your video over a pilot who has thousands of hours.
We've seen multiple pilots say that it's
So Dave,
flat.
so who's
Yes.
who's gonna go first? Tell us, Dave, why you are against what he believes. How about that?
Yeah, Flat Earth is the dumbest hoax in human history. Jamar just watched some videos by Eric Dubé, who just spews a bunch of bullshit, memorized what he says, and repeats it and pretends to be intelligent. Instead, everything you say is so insanely stupid and can be disproven with, like, middle school level physics.
See,
Really?
I was gonna say that, like, basic experimentation. Yeah.
So, yeah, we can go ahead and you can
Let's
rattle off
do
your
it.
debate talking points.
do you
and
have
I'll
a
tell you how
working
you're
model
wrong.
of a ball that has water sticking to the outside of it? Can you show me a working model?
when-
It's crazy that he wants that to be he wants it to be so specific, man, when really you could dumb it down even more, dude. To notice the curvature of the Earth, you could literally just dig a hole, man, and you stick like a flat piece of wood or maybe like a piece of metal in that hole, and I forget exactly how the experiment goes, but you can essentially see shadows, and I think it's like multiple holes. You can do this outside, man. You're wanting this guy to, like, I don't know, create gravity within a fucking no, bro. This this is we're not inside the goddamn Hadron Super Collider. We're not just gonna do these like high level shits just to prove it to you when it can just easily be proven with regular experiments. And you want him to go above and beyond on some crazy technological shit that I don't know why you're doing it. You're giving him an impossible task. He can't actually make a working model of that shit. That would take people and millions of dollars to do that.
A tennis ball.
But, yes,
It has nothing to do with
but no,
anything.
that's
Like,
not
what do
water
you even-
sticking to
what
a
does that even
ball.
mean?
That's saturation of water on the
Okay,
ball.
so
I
let's
want you
do-
to show me where water sticks to the outside of a ball
Yeah.
as it spins. It doesn't go to the
Okay,
equator of the
so-
ball and
all right,
spin
buddy,
off.
I heard what you said. I
Show
heard
me
what
a
you said.
working
I'm not gonna
model.
talk
sir.
about it.
Okay,
Hang
You
on.
said something very
Show
stupid. I'm
me
gonna
a
explain to
working
you how it's
model.
stupid.
Okay.
The reason that things stick to the Earth is because the Earth is extremely massive, so it generates a very large gravitational field. When water falls off of a ball, whatever ball you're talking about, to the Earth, it's because of the large gravitational field exerted by the Earth. So when you're talking about water sticking to a ball, your desired demonstration of gravity fails because gravity exists.
No, no,
Things
no,
fall
no.
to the ground.
There
because
is
of
density
gravity.
and buoyancy, sir. Gravity is not some
Okay,
magical
density-
thing.
He wants him to make a working model about gravity within gravity. Okay.
It's
Things
not a
that
force.
makes things
Density
walk,
is a
drop
scalar.
to the
Density is
ground.
not a force,
It depends
and
the
buoyancy
medium
only
that it
exists
is
where
in.
gravity-
So I have a question, Lord Jamar. Why is it that space launches with rockets from NASA have to be at a certain time? Why is that? Why do spacecrafts have to launch at a specific time? Whether it be to the moon, whether it be to the International Space Station, whether it be wherever their destination is, why do they have to get launched at a certain time? I'll tell you. Because we're spinning. We're also spinning around the sun. Do you want to know what the other planets are doing, Lord Jamar? They're doing the same fucking thing. Which means that if we wanted to go to the moon, we would have to wait until the moon was at a specific place in the sky or about to be at that specific place in the sky and then launch the rocket. So it's essentially doing this. Here's the moon, and then we launch the rocket. And we intercept the moon, bro. We don't fly to the moon. We don't rocket ship to the moon. We intercept the moon. And how could that be the case if the Earth is flat? If the Earth was flat, we could just launch from the same point at the same time every single time. Because if the Earth is flat, the moon would be in the same place always. But the moon is never in the same place always. The moon is always in a different place. So if we're not spinning and it's flat, then we could launch at the same time or whatever time. It wouldn't even matter. Because we're in a stationary place. We don't spin, we don't move, we don't tumble on an axis like we actually do around the sun. Man, you make no sense, man. That's why there's specific launch dates to go to Mars. Because Mars has to be in the right trajectory of Earth. So Earth is spinning. Mars is doing this, right? So with Mars doing this and Earth doing this, you got to find a place in there to launch. But if you're flat, you see what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense from a space exploration standpoint, from a launching standpoint, from a none of that fucking standpoint. It's stupid, bro.
If I drop something in this
Hey,
water,
kiddo, shut
depending
up.
on
Hold on,
how
hold on.
Because like let's say you're looking at the moon with a basic understanding, with a dumb understanding, you're looking at the moon and you're just like, I can launch right now. I see the moon, I have my rocket aimed at the moon, let's just launch. Bro, if you're looking at the moon with a rocket and you launch right now, by the time your rocket got to where you thought the moon was, the moon has already moved somewhere else. And why has the moon moved? Because we're rotating. And if we're a disk and rotating, where's the moon? man. Where's even we're not. Don't even get me started on lunar and solar eclipses, which would be utterly fucking impossible with a flat Earth. Explain that. You know what? Don't. It's probably stupid.
You can't just.
It's
It's like
going
you
to
can't do it. You
sink
can't just
Wait,
talk
or
like it.
float.
Wait, I want you
Dumbass.
all to talk, but
Density
I want to
is
hear
not
both
a
First
of
of
you.
all, this guy came out real disrespectful, talk about the stupidest shit. Like if he was in
Yeah,
this
it's the
room, I'd be
stupid- Dude,
smacking
you
the
just
shit
said
out
that
of
it
him
doesn't
right
matter
now.
if scientists
First of all,
study science.
Okay.
It's all bullshit. You
Right,
have any idea how
sir?
offensive
You know
what
that,
it is,
right?
What you say to the
You know that,
entire
right?
human race, the entire body of scientific knowledge. Let me respond to the insanely stupid thing you said.
I want
Density
you to
and buoyancy,
respond
which
to-
you
to my-
memorize from an
Let him talk,
activity.
Jay.
Okay, we're gonna talk about what
Respond to what you said.
pseudoscience
You
is.
wanna
Okay,
talk
Go ahead.
now?
Okay, go ahead,
Want me to
Dave.
respond?
Go ahead, Dave.
Density
ahead.
is not a force. It requires a force to produce an acceleration. Things accelerate towards the Earth. Density is a scalar. It's not a force. It can't make things move. Buoyancy, there's a buoyant force, but it has gravity in the equation.
It has
Buoyancy only exists
gravity.
when gravity exists. So, here's the problem with your density bullshit. You
I told you they don't believe in gravity. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know how this guy is. He's so unaware. He's so unaware of he doesn't know that when you behave like this, even if he was right, it would further prove this guy even more correct. But you're not correct, so it just makes you look dumber. It makes you look more stupid. It makes you look like you actually don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and you're butthurt that you're getting proven wrong again and again and again. And this is something typical of a child, right? Because it's easy to fucking stump a kid. It's easy to make them feel stupid. And what does a child do? He just starts copying you. Stop copying me. I'm not copying you. I'm not copying you. I'm not copying you. I'm not. It's like it's a child tactic that kids use to cope with a failure or a situation where they don't know how to respond because they're not clever or witty enough, or in this case, smart enough to give a response. What do they do? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Bro, you're a fucking joke, man. Jesus. And not even the fact that you're a flat earther. You're a fucking joke. We could be talking about, I don't know, fast food right now, but the fact that you're doing what you're doing and you're behaving how you're behaving when this is supposed to be a debate and it's supposed to be like the sharing of knowledge and shit, like, you're a fuckboy. Really? You're a douchebag. Lord Jamar. More like Squire. Bro, Lord? Lord of what? Lord of the idiots? I guess, man, because if we're talking Lord of anything else, man, you're more like a squire. And at this point, as far as intelligence, you're more along the lines of a fucking peasant. A peon, if you will. You're dumb, man. And not even in a haha, let's point and laugh kind of way. Like, I feel bad for you, man. On a human level. On an intellectual level. That's crazy because I just have a basic high school education and I only went to college for 1 year. And I'm just an average IQ motherfucker, but for some reason I feel so superior to you, Lord Jamar, man. Keep doing what you're doing because it just makes me feel way better about myself.
think that things fall down because the air is less dense. The air is less dense above the object too. So why the fuck don't things fall up? Can you
Things
explain
do
that to me?
fall up, you fucking asshole.
what
Bubbles,
fall up?
bubbles
Nothing
go
falls
up, you
up.
stupid fuck. Fucking
goes
evaporation goes up, you dickhead. Like,
That's
what the
not
fuck are you
falling.
talking about?
That's
Like-
not a. That's because
You said evaporation? Are you talking about steam? Steam goes up? Yeah, it's less dense than gravity. Yeah. What are you gonna say next? Clouds are up? No shit! They defy gravity because of their makeup. Woof. You know what also goes up? Heat. Heat rises, man. That's just like, but heat's not affected by gravity. What are you talking about? Smoke goes up. If your house catches on fire, all that smoke goes up. But that smoke weighs less than gravity! What are you talking about? Sorry.
It's
wind.
because it's lighter than the fucking density it's in.
Doesn't
Why?
a bubble-
How can
doesn't
a
a-
fly
doesn't a
defy
bubble
gravity?
fall? Doesn't
How
a-
can a fucking tadpole defy gravity? You fucking shithead.
Tadpole
He's trolling. No. No. You're trolling. Right? Are you trolling?
defy gravity? What the fuck
Yes.
are you talking
How does
about?
anything swim through? If gravity is holding down oceans that are tons of fucking
Yeah.
of fucking force, how does anything swim through the ocean?
Huh? First off, if we're talking about 800 leagues under the sea or like fucking 20 fathoms down or some shit, if we're talking about super crazy depths, you bet your sweet ass there's animals down there. And those animals have evolved. I think what you're looking for is evolution, Lord Jamar. It's not hard to swim. We can swim. But you're talking about how can anything swim in the ocean because you're comparing the density of the ocean to like something like PSI or some shit. Or like, you think that you're talking about water pressure, man. And yes, the lower you go, the stronger the water pressure. You can't go down there, you'll be crushed. Like what happened to that submarine full of rich people. What are you saying? I don't understand.
How do you fucking lift your your legs off the fucking ground?
So things can
you
exert
fucking
force.
cockbag.
Let him answer
It
you.
is
Okay.
Muscles.
Oh,
Birds have wings, right? You can exert
They have
force,
wings?
which allows you to accelerate. Right? Doesn't that make sense? If you jump or if you throw a ball, you're exerting force and you are counteracting gravity until that momentum runs out. You throw a ball, it goes up, and then it falls back down.
Speaking
Why do
of
things fall?
And water is easier to move in at the surface than it is at the bottom. It just is. Keep going lower and lower, man. But when I was a kid, I used to have when I was a kid, we had a pool and it was 10 feet deep. And when I was at the surface, easy moving, right? And I felt fine. But when I go lower and lower and lower and lower, I felt water pressure on my body, bro. That's just it. Now, I could swim through this, but I still felt that pressure. And if I were to go lower and lower and lower, the less I would be able to swim. And I'm telling you right now, at 10 feet deep, even as a kid, that water pressure on my eardrums, I could feel it. I could feel it, and it was like a slight little pain. It was like a slight little tinge. You go below 20 feet, bro, that's rough. That's hard, man. But we're human beings. We have a skeletal structure, man. Look at our genetic makeup. We can only go so far down. And if you're talking about other animals, how do other animals do it? I don't know, man. They live down there. They got gills and shit. Their genetic makeup allows them to be down there. I don't know what your problem is.
Fall down.
Speaking of momentum, do things
No.
need
Not
energy?
Why do
speaking
things-
of
why do
you
things
changing
fall
the
down?
Subject, why don't things fall
Why
up?
do-
Why
why
do
do-
things only fall down?
why do they-
The
You
said, why
air
do
is
things
less dense
fall
above
up?
the
No,
ball.
why do
does
things
it
fall down
up?
only? Why don't they fall up? This is what he's asking.
Again, light things will rise.
Only with wind,
Dense.
which is a
No,
force.
it's not only with wind.
Things don't float. Nothing
Why
floats.
doesn't a ball fall up? The air
Because
above the ball
it is
less
dense.
than the ball.
Because it is dense.
Because what's that?
The air
ball
is more
is
dense than the
dense.
ball.
Yeah, the you just answered your own question. I don't.
Is
The-
that what you're saying
That
now?
don't even make sense. That's not even what
The
you're,
ball
what you're
is
saying.
dense. If it's in regular air, it will fall to the ground.
in
If
regular
it was
air.
in,
Why
if
does it
it
fall
was
up?
in,
Isn't
say
the air
a
above the ball
gel,
less
if it
dense
was
than
in
the
a
ball?
gel, what is it? What's the ball gonna do?
Okay, I
It's
don't
just
know
gonna
about what
stop
the fuck
there,
you're talking
right?
about The gel in the air. Why
There's
doesn't a ball
it
fall
depends
up?
on the
air is
medium.
Yeah,
less
ask
Why
the
does it
question
fall
and then-
up? What does falling up have to do with anything? I don't
No,
understand.
because
what you-
Because your stupid ass doesn't believe in gravity.
think
He
that
said,
because you said there's
what?
no such thing as
you
gravity.
You said there's
Why
no
is
such
there a
thing in
preferred
gravity.
direction of falling? Why do things fall down to the ground?
Because they're heavy. Because they have density. That's
Okay,
why.
what is heavy? What is weight? Do you even know what weight is?
Oh my.
What's weight? Tell me the definition of weight.
It's your fucking head on your fucking shoulders, you fat
Oh,
head
someone's
bitch.
getting a little sassy because he
Like,
doesn't know the answer to the
bro,
question. What
We're
does
not
weight
gonna
mean?
sit here and talk about
We're not gonna sit here while you fucking shit on all of my logic and make me look stupid and not even my friends believe me. We're not gonna continue to sit here and do this where I look fucking retarded. So, whatever, man. Alright.
all these.
We're not going to sit here and define words that you don't
Yes,
know. that you're
define
trying to
words. We're talking about what's heavy and what's light.
use. Yeah, so what does fucking heavy mean, dumbass? You said the word heavy. What is heavy? What is weight? What is weight? What does that mean? You don't know the definitions of the words you're using.
Bro.
Should I
Bro.
define
Go
weight?
ahead.
How do
Tell
we
him-
define it?
Yeah,
Tell us
define
what weight
weight.
is.
Here I go.
Look it up if you
A
want.
body's
Look it up on the
relative.
internet.
Oh, here we go. A body's relative mass or the quantity of matter contained by it, giving rise to a downward force. The heaviness, and then of course the heaviness of a person or thing.
By virtue of its position in a gravitational field. Things have weight because gravity.
gravity.
See, you say these things.
So if there's less gravity, Lord Jamar, there would be less weight. Hence the term weightlessness. Hence the term zero gravity. Do you know who experiences zero gravity, Lord Jamar? Astronauts at the International Space Station. Yeah, there we go. And in that case, things probably could fall upwards, but not without force. Things don't just move on their own, Lord Jamar. You stupid bastard.
These
You
are
tell me the
definitions.
definitions of words.
These are
and I
definitions
don't know
that
what to
are
say.
that are given by people who are here
study
to
things
no
and
no
actually
who
know
are here
things.
to reinforce a certain position. I'm talking about
Sweetie,
common
money
sense
can't
shit.
change
Did
the
he just
laws
say
of
sweetie?
physics.
No.
You
There's
no
fucking
amount of
homo?
money that
Did
can
this-
change the
Yo,
laws of physics.
did this nigga just say sweetie? Yo.
There's no conspiracy here. You can't change what
Listen,
gravity
listen.
is.
I'm
or how
talking about common
electromagnetism
sense.
works.
I'm not getting
You
into all of
haven't-
this.
You're not talking.
You're not talking common sense at all. You're not even talking regular sense. That's wild, bro. And yeah, money doesn't change physics. Money can't change gravity. Money can't change core aspects of this universe. It just can't, man. No amount of money in the world is going to get a scientist to come out and be like, the sun is actually cold. No, bro, it's money can't change what already is. Money can't buy what already is. Money can't obfuscate what already is. That's no one got paid to say these things. No one is getting paid to say these things. Yes, sure, you could say that scientists and all these people get funded. Yes, they get funded. They need to get funded so that their research can continue, so that we can go about the rest of our, I don't know, lives and not be idiots, right? And not be stupid, just in case there are other intelligent beings out there and we meet them one day and they don't think we're fucking, I don't know, just inferior ass fucking beings and they just slaughter us because what's the point? Right? I lost my train of thought, but because you're so stupid.
Do you feel like you're
Common
moving?
sense has nothing to do
Do
with
you
any of
feel
this stuff.
like you're
You
moving?
can't just intuit how the laws of physics work. You have
Bro.
to probe them and learn about them, study them.
Listen,
That's what
we know.
education
We
is.
know about these things, bro. And all this
we
shit
do
you're
and you
talking
don't.
about
You should learn
is
it.
some bullshit. Like, do you know about crepuscular rays? What are crepuscular rays?
It appears to diverge because of perspective, kind of like railroad tracks.
What do you mean
right?
appears to diverge?
It appears to from the perspective, from your perspective.
So can you
as an
trace
observer
the
of those
rays back to its source?
What do you mean? Yeah, okay. There's the sun. Sure. What?
How far
You don't
away?
even know what you're trying to
how
say.
far
Like,
away
you
is the
vaguely
sun?
memorized
Is
the
the
Eric
sun
Debate thing.
The what?
93 million miles away?
Okay, you already changed the set. You're already.
What are you talking about? Is the sun 93 million miles away? I know that the sun is like, I don't know, 500 Earths wide. So, however, I know that like it's between 500 and 800. Between 5 and 800 Earths could fit inside of the sun. And it is a good ways away. Yes. What are you getting at here, Lord Jamar? What are you getting at here?
I'm
jumping
at
away from the thing that you brought up.
no. It's not a matter of. I'm talking about common sense, bro.
Is the sun still 93 million miles away, Dave?
Okay, but the
And if
distance
it
is not
was,
common sense.
why do we have
No, it is.
crepuscular rays?
Your answer. I want to see where he's getting at.
Why
Yeah.
it doesn't why do the railroad tracks appear to converge with distance? It's the same concept. It doesn't matter how fucking far away the sun is.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? Y'all say it's 93 million miles away.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
That's what these same people that you're talking about, all the definitions, say is the truth. So what are you saying? That it's not?
No, of course it is. I'm saying that it has
So
absolutely
how does
fucking nothing
what
to
is
do with
crepuscular
rays.
how
The
do
distance.
how do you explain crepuscular rays?
By what I just fucking told you with the railroad tracks. Do railroad tracks appear to converge with
Listen.
distance?
Yes,
Are they
but at
not
some
parallel,
point you would not be able to see.
At which
I gotta hold on. I gotta see what point he's trying to make because I don't know what point he's trying to make. Crepuscular rays are sunbeams that appear as bright streaks in the sky during twilight. They're caused by sunlight passing through gaps. Oh my god, this is what this dude's fucking talking about. This is what this dude's talking about. Holy ass, what? Where the fuck? This is what he's talking about, guys. This. Y'all ever seen this? Yes, right? I never knew this was called crepuscular rays. I didn't know this had a scientific name. As a normal, logical, thinking person, I always thought, oh, look, that's cool as shit, bro, how the sun just comes through the clouds like that. And I've always thought that this was beautiful. I love when I see things like this. It's just a beautiful scene. It's just a really beautiful thing that you get to see that our planet can do. And 9 times out of 10, you see some fucking white girl with blonde hair with a Starbucks cup and a small little chihuahua hanging in her fucking purse taking a picture of this shit, usually. But, you know, we've seen this. It's just the sun coming through the clouds. And then if there was no clouds, you'd see no rays. Because that's just the way it is. Without clouds, you wouldn't see these things. Why? Because there's nothing obstructing its view. And if there's nothing obstructing its view, then naturally, you can't see this shit. If there was no clouds, it would just be daytime. But because there's clouds, and there's an obstruction in the clouds, and a gap, this happens. That's what happens, Lord Jamar. There's no funny business here. I don't even know what the fuck you're trying to say. You're just a buffoon. I've seen this several times.
at which point?
At some point, I don't know the exact distance of what
Okay,
where
so
you can't
let's
see
go
something.
with you. The
but you
sun's
still
not
can see the
93 million
sun.
miles away.
This
The sun's
93
right
million
up there,
miles.
right?
away
Are we
is
doing
ridiculous.
corpuscular
Okay, so the
rays?
sun's
Are
right
we
up there in the
doing-
sky, right? So why
Corpuscular.
can't we go up and see it? Why doesn't it appear to get
Well, there's
larger as you
videos.
go up
There's
in altitude?
videos of people where they are actually above the sun in planes and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a video where people are above the sun. Is that right? Or are you completely full of shit?
Nope.
Nope.
Above
okay,
the
pull
sun.
It up. Godfrey,
People are
pull it up. Let's
above-
find the video.
Are they
where people
above
are
the sun?
Well, the,
Do
the
you,
flat
see,
Earth,
do you
right
see
now.
anything
the
in
flat
those
Earth model
folders that
says
say anything like
that
that?
the sun is above the flat, but they don't because they don't believe.
Is it
that
like
the-
a dome, right? We're like in a
That's
dome.
what they believe is fucking ridiculous. But it's just
Just like, how do you have pressurized air in something that doesn't have a covering?
How do you have pressurized air?
And
in
you
something that
guys
doesn't
will
have covering?
say,
let him answer.
hang on, let me finish saying what I'm
You
saying.
said what you asked the
Go
question.
bro.
You asked
Please,
the question.
Dante,
Go ahead.
come
Do
on.
what you're gonna do.
We're trying to be friends. But come on, man.
Well, you got-
Because
Lord Jamar, how are we protected from the UV rays of the sun? How does the sun not completely and utterly just cook this fucking planet like it does to Mercury, like it does to Venus? Huh? How does our sun not just completely demolish everything? Like taking an apple and taking a Lysol can and putting a lighter up to the apple and going. Why has the sun not done that to this planet, Jamar? It's because we have an electromagnetic field that goes around the Earth, and this electromagnetic field is fueled by the inner core of the Earth, because the inner core of the Earth is spinning. The Earth is also spinning. All that molten rock and lava and all that shit happening creates a magnetic field around the Earth that shields us from the sun. Because we're spinning, because the inside of our planet is also spinning, and we're also spinning around the sun, which is also like, dude, what? You're so fucking dumb, man. There's no way the Earth's flat. Just isn't. That's how we're protected from the sun, because of that electromagnetic field. We can't have that electromagnetic field if we're not spinning. We can't have that electromagnetic field if our inner core isn't spinning either, man. A whole bunch of molten rock and lava and just a whole bunch of shit down there, man, that keeps the internal temperature of this planet, but also excludes outer temperatures that could be harmful and quite possibly fucking kill us, man. What's your explanation for that? What's your stupid explanation for that? Would love to know, man. Like,
you have to have a covering. People will say that the covering is the ozone layer or the
yeah, the ozone layer, and then you got the atmosphere, and then you got the stratosphere, and then you got that, electromagnetic field that protects us from the sun, and then you got the moon acting on our gravity and influencing the tides of our planet and water and stuff like that. And it's just, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's just a shame that you don't. You really do make me feel so superior, Lord Jamar. It's crazy. Godly. This must be how like Elon Musk feels all the time. This must be how Jordan Peterson feels all the time. This must be how Neil deGrasse Tyson feels like all the time. Because listening to you speak, Lord Jamar, it makes me feel like those guys. It makes me feel like I'm just as smart as those guys. I'm not, by the way. Don't go telling people that, okay? I'm not saying that at all. But I feel like it compared to your stupid ass. That's crazy.
thermosphere. These are basically imaginary coverings to say the same thing that somebody would say.
See, I told you they don't believe in stars or the planets or the sun or the moon. They just think it's this big covering. This big tent, if you will. A tent that someone turns to day and someone turns to night. Who does that, Lord Jamar? Let's just say we live on a flat Earth and we have a dome covering that simulates planets, the moon, fucking stars, all this shit. Who hits the switch to daytime? Who's in charge of that? And what if they're late? Huh? Who's in charge? It's wild, man, that you think it's just a dome covering. You think that like you're sitting in a tent and you're looking up at the top cover of the tent and there's stars and shit, right? Y'all remember going camping when you were little? Now imagine going camping when you're little and you decorate the ceiling of your tent with stars and a moon and planets and comets and asteroids, and 25 years goes by and you still think that that is the case. You have since gotten rid of the ceiling of the tent, and now you're looking at the night sky, but you don't see the night sky. You still see that tent ceiling with all the decorations, and in your stupid ass mind you think that that's all that is just decorations for us. It's just a dome that do they turn it off from day to night, or do they remove it? Is it like a convertible, Lord Jamar? Is it like a drop top? Do they remove it and it's daytime, and then to make it nighttime they cover it? And if they remove it and it's daytime, what's producing that light? Is that another dome that has the sun? Is that another layer? How does your idea work? And who runs it? Because the way you're explaining it, it makes it seem like there's gonna need to be a human element involved. And if there's a human element involved, who's in charge of this dome? Who made it? Why is it there? Who operates it? How much money does it take? How much electricity does it consume? Who built it? When was it built? And if it's like this now, that means it was like this thousands upon thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago. That seems like some pretty high-tech technology to fool the masses, don't you think? You know, that's crazy. That piece of that's technology right there of what you're talking about. A dome. That's tech. That's man-made. That's human-made. Meaning that this had to have been made hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of years ago. And I refuse to believe that this kind of technology that would fool hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds upon billions of people over the course of history was made that long ago with the sole purpose of tricking people instead of just, I don't know, progressing through society with some amazing technology. You're full of shit. Shut the fuck up and you're dumb.
Is a firmament. But go ahead. Tell me why you have pressurized air next to a vacuum of space.
I don't give a fuck about any of your next couple questions, bro. It's all stupid and it's all fucking brain rot. Yeah.
Hey, sir.
Okay, so this is really adorable. You think that space is a vacuum cleaner because you don't know what a vacuum is? You don't know what vacuum is. What's a vacuum? What does vacuum mean?
He's like, oh God, he's asking me another question that I don't know the definition of, but my only plan was just to rattle off a whole bunch of shit, speak over him, and hopefully dummies would believe me and listen to me. Oh, he's asking me another question, and I'm just gonna be embarrassed again, and oh, this guy's smart, man. I fucking hate how smart he is. Here we go.
Tick tock, tick
Want me to-
tock, tick
want me
tock.
to
What the
look-
fuck
look
is
at
a
It
vacuum?
has no
Hey,
air.
fucking Google it, man. Google it. Google it. You know you want to.
It's,
It's an absence of matter. So why the fuck would the vacuum of space pull air anywhere? Can you explain that?
a vacuum also pulls things, sir.
No, it doesn't. Vacuums don't suck. That's not a thing.
Nothing exists inside a vacuum. That's it. I mean, technically, physically, your body could exist inside of a vacuum, but you'll die. Nothing exists in a vacuum, man. That's why they say the vacuum of space is so empty and void, man. There's nothing. There's no oxygen. It's just a void. That's it. And Lord Jamar is probably one of those people that thinks, I can survive in space. All I have to do is just hold my breath. It's a vacuum, bro. That shit's gonna suck out your fucking eyeballs. It's gonna suck out your fucking blood. It's just going to... Have you ever seen a raisin get old over time? That's what's gonna happen to your body in, I want to say, less than 10 seconds, give or take. some would say even instantly, but you go into it doesn't matter if you're holding your breath. You die, bro. Nothing. No oxygen in your lungs, no oxygen in your brain, no oxygen in your eyes, no oxygen in your blood cells. It's just nothing out there, bro. And you can't even grasp that, can you?
If
Okay,
vacuum is
so you don't know what a vacuum is.
Dave, a
right?
vacuum is the absence of matter, right?
Yeah. So why would that pull air anywhere?
So we just have absence of matter next to pressurized air.
Yes,
Yeah.
which sticks to the Earth because of gravity, which again you pretend doesn't
Which
exist.
sticks to the earth, so it's spinning with the earth.
I have the definition.
I don't think Lord Jamar went to school, bro, because I remember learning this shit in elementary school. I think my earliest memories of learning about universe, solar system, all that stuff was, I think, 4th grade. 4th grade. So I'm assuming you didn't go to school, Lord Jamar, because I learned this in 4th grade.
At 1,000 miles an hour.
Okay, so
I have the
Wait, hold on.
which again you pretend doesn't
Which
exist.
sticks to the earth, so it's spinning with the earth
I have the
at
definition.
1,000 miles an hour.
Oh, we actually. Wait, what's spinning around the Earth? The moon orbits the Earth. You mean spinning around the sun? Yes, we spin around the sun. And I think it's a lot faster than 1,000 miles an hour. As far as how fast our planet spins on its own axis, I can't remember the speed. But yeah, man. Yeah, you're not open-minded enough to understand and grasp the concept of gravity and the scale of this planet. And it's just like, you're simple-minded, bro, and that's okay. But stop telling us people that are actually smart that we're wrong. It's just like, it's not the case. Shut your cocksucker. John, welcome. Shame that you arrived at such an awful hour, such a dire need of brain cells. But hey, OFG, hopefully you're still here. We can check out that song after this. Happy fucking day.
Okay, so
I have the
we're
definition.
really jumping to all the favorite talking points. So the Earth spins once per day.
Bro.
That's what a fucking day is. Did you know that? Do you know what a day means?
Yeah,
It's how long it takes the Earth to spin around one time.
around the sun. Yes.
So all of this 1,000 miles an hour bullshit just makes you sound like an idiot.
No. The fucking just one rotation of the Earth is a day. Rotation all the way. Yeah.
Because it spins once a day. It spins at half the rate of the hour hand on a clock. Not so fast, is it?
Well,
Pretty funny shit, huh?
Yeah, really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any response?
Crazy. Crazy when you get facts, huh? Crazy when you say some shit and it's wrong and someone corrects you and not even corrects you by saying that's not true. They actually correct you and then give you the right information. Yeah, it's funny, huh? Go ahead and try to think of an insult. That's all you really have left at this point, Lord Jamar. Just go with the insults, try to save a little bit of face. That'll be typical for you. That's typical for people like you.
Shit, huh?
Yeah, really funny.
Yeah. Any response?
Insult? No,
Yeah.
he's not gonna have one.
You're full of shit.
Insult. Come on. There you go.
Am I full of shit about what a day is? Is a day 24 hours? What's a day, dude? Tell me what a day is.
I got
First
a
of all,
question.
go ahead.
What are we living on then? If it's not flat, so some people say it's not.
So people
round.
are upside down
What
on the ball
are
because
we-
of gravity.
Upside down?
Yeah,
What's upside down? Why upside down?
because
What does
the
that
ball
mean?
has to have a top and a bottom, correct?
Does it?
Yeah,
Why?
because
It's
it's
a
a
fucking
ball.
So?
Y'all say the
Where's
North
the top
Pole
of a
and the
ball?
South Pole, right?
Where's the top of a ball? Take
You
a
said it's at the
featureless
North
sphere.
Pole.
Take a featureless sphere. Where's the top?
It's not featureless. Y'all say the North Pole.
But you no.
Because it's the northernmost part of our planet, and did you know that at the North Pole, they barely get night? Did you know that? Did you know that?
You
the
said a
South
ball.
Pole.
You didn't say the Earth. You said a ball. Okay,
That's
so you're
what y'all
assigning-
saying. We are
you're
on a ball. You said we live
Yeah,
on the outside
it's
of
a
a
planet.
ball.
So Dave
Okay,
is
so
the Earth.
you're
it's a sphere,
designating
no?
the North Pole as the
What
top
is
and
the
the
shape
South
of
Pole
the
as the bottom.
Earth?
That's fine. So now, how do we orient ourselves down?
I don't think so here's the thing. I don't think that so when it comes to the shape of the Earth, there's a lot of people that believe that the shape of the Earth is literally a perfect circle. Like, you ever seen a globe, a full-scale model of a globe? It's a perfect circle, right? You ever seen it? Like in a classroom, or maybe in your professor's classroom, or maybe at a school, go pick up your kid, you see that globe, right? A lot of people think that the Earth is a perfect circle. I do not. I believe the Earth is a spherical shaped object, and I don't think it is a perfect circle. I think it's spherical in nature, and that it is a circle, but I liken this circle more to, I don't know, a potato or an egg type shape. Maybe less pointy features towards the top like an egg has, but somewhat circular but slightly elongated. Slightly. And it's not a perfect circle. That's what I think the shape of our planet is. Mathematically, think of a perfect circle. Our Earth is not that. I don't think. But it is a spherical rock, man. Just like all of the other rocks in fucking space. Hence the asteroids and shit, because there are some asteroids that, bro, they really are just rock, and some of them are kind of flat. You know, so there's no set shape for asteroids, really. Some of them are round. Some of them are shaped like triangles. Some of them are shaped like trapezoids. Some of them look like squares. When it comes to those, shapes are pretty widespread. But when we're talking about full-scale stationary fucking planets and stars, bro, spheres, ovals, all that shit. Yeah, that's probably the best oval. It's probably the best shape. Just not as long. Just take an oval and kind of like squish it in a little bit slightly. I feel like that's the shape of the Earth.
Down. Where's down to us? Where's down?
What do you mean, where's down?
Is it towards the ground? Does down mean towards the ground?
Towards the ground.
So this motherfucker thinks that if the Earth is here, right? And let's say you're right here, you're standing, right? But if you're on the other side of the Earth, you must be falling towards the fucking sky. What? Doesn't work that way.
Gravity. The pull.
Yeah. When you say down, you mean towards the ground, right?
Yeah, that's the ground.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So wherever the fuck you're standing on this thing, wherever the fuck you're standing, down is
down.
towards the ground.
But now look
It's
how
towards
the
center of the
look
earth.
how it
So
look how
nobody's
it
upside
turns.
down.
Look how it
Everybody thinks-
curves, motherfucker.
Huh?
Look how the fucking shit is on the
Yeah,
side
and
of
if
the
you're
ball.
Here, down is towards the center of the earth. And
But-
if you're
but you're
here,
standing
down is
on
towards the
the-
center of the
but
earth. And
you
if you're
see how-
here,
and if-
down is towards the center of the earth.
That
This is how
doesn't-
fucking
no,
dumb
that
you
doesn't
are.
make
This is
sense,
how
you
fucking
fucking
dumb you are.
asshole.
You
That's how
imagine
dumb
that
you
down-
are. That shit
you
don't
think
make
that
no
down-
fucking sense.
You think that there's
Yo, Lord Jamar, notice how none of your buddies have helped you at all. Godfrey's not going to help you. Look at him. He is happily watching you dig your own grave. Look at him. Look at him. He's like, fuck it. I'm going to let him hang himself with his own rope. Uh-huh. And then look at this guy in the hoodie. He's so fucking bamboozled. He hasn't even thought of anything to fucking say. And then the only guy that was giving him pushback aside from Dave was Big Fella right here, and he fucking gave up ages ago. He's like, You're just an idiot, bro. Really, I don't. That's.
You're
a
on the
magic
side,
down in
and
outer
it's supposed to
space
be
because you're
tilted,
imagining
and
it
it's supposed
low
to be
in
on
your
it.
I love how he keeps looking at these other two dudes for help. Like, you see it? It's fucking supposed to be tilted, and it's on the side. You guys see what I'm talking about? Y'all ain't looking? Y'all ain't seeing? What? Y'all ain't paying attention to what you don't see that? Oh, but nobody's. It's just me. Oh, well. Fuck Professor Dave, bro. Fuck Professor Dave, bro. That's, yeah, just do that, I guess, yeah.
Axis.
And you're
This
imagining
shit is
the
fucking
ground
ridiculous.
below
Please
the
get this.
globe.
Quit looking at your friends for help, bro. They're not gonna help you, and they gave up on you. Please get this clown off the podcast. I'm sick of him making me look bad. I can't take this no more.
Clown out of
That's
here,
why you
please.
think that there's a down
All
in
right.
space.
Get this
in
clown outta
reality,
here.
there's no fucking
Who's-
down.
He's trying to get famous.
Magically
Okay,
in
you got
space.
famous off of
Down
me.
is towards
Get him
the
out of
center
here.
of the earth.
You're so fucking cringe, bro. What are you famous for? What are you famous for? You know, for a brief second, I almost got you confused with Charleston White, but he's.
Do you get it? Do you
Get him
understand?
out of here. Down
Well,
You're out of here. Where
down
you
is towards you is what you do to your fucking father. Get out of here.
Oh, now we got the.
See, I told you. That's the default right there. That's the default. Interesting how flat earthers and liberals have the same default. Why is that? Someone proves you wrong, stumps you, hits you with a gotcha, and you default to name calling. You can't just take a humble L, huh? But it's hard to be humble when you're being so fucking brazenly ignorant and so confident in your ignorance, right? So there you go. And you know what's funny is that Professor Dave's gonna end this episode, and he probably had a great rest of his day. Lord Jamar, this shit ended, and he probably thought about this shit for a week. This shit probably ate at him for a week. He probably dwelled on this for like a whole month. This shit probably lived rent-free in his head for a hot minute. I know it did. Look at the way he was acting, bro. Deflecting, all that shit. Getting defensive. Fucking passive-aggressive. Almost even acting like a female at some points. Bro, like, yikes, dude. Jesus. Pack up your dick and balls and your man card and turn it in at your earliest convenience. What a fucking joke you are, son. Gotta piss. Right back. Okay. Oh. All right, let's continue. Almost. Try to finish. Oh god.
Gay jokes coming. He's getting a little mad. Okay, kiddo, listen. Can you admit that you only think
Yeah.
that this is down because you're standing on the
All
fucking
right.
ground, and so you're reinforcing what
I
is the
thought
actual
this would
truth?
be.
You want me down at the center of the
I
ground.
told you.
A nice discussion.
I
I
told
guess
you.
we got a
You
little
can't
bit
present-
aggressive.
He's a pseudoscientist.
So,
A
and until
pseudoscientist.
you
Dave,
show and
thanks.
prove your shit
Thanks.
with a
Where's
fucking
down?
model, we're not going to
Where's
even
down?
take you seriously.
Answer me
so-
this: why is this down in space? Where's down? Where's down in space? What does that mean?
You never been
Why-
to space.
why is this person
Nobody's
upside
been
down?
to space, so you
What
don't know
should
what.
be-
What? Nah, man, I'm pretty sure we went to space, the Russians went to space, China's been to space. There's probably a couple of other countries. But nah, we've been to space. Your definition of space is probably like, oh, well, we've never fucking been to another galaxy and found civilization and set up shop and colonized like 5 fucking planets, so ain't nobody been to space. Nah, man. We have. We got people in space right now. The International Space Station. We have objects in space. How do you think they got there? We put them there. Of course we've been to space. Been to the moon. Man. We send shit to Mars. We had, what was it, the Cassini? The Cassini 5 or whatever? The rocket that was orbiting Saturn for like years upon years? And I think that this probe actually ended up going into the eye of the storm. Or no, it wasn't Saturn. I think it was Jupiter. I can't remember. I don't know. I think they let that probe drift off into space, or either it drifted off into space or they let it drift off into the fucking eye of the storm for Jupiter. It may have been eye of the storm or something else. I don't know. We've put plenty of stuff in space, and we've gone to space. I don't even know what you're talking about. That's weird.
What is down in space?
No. Stop.
You're
stop,
taking
stop
shit.
changing
You
the
say
There is, in my the way I look at it, there is no down in space. There's no down, there's no up, there's no left, there's no right. There is no matter. There's nothing. Up to, I mean, you could establish direction in space, but as far as like, let's say you're in a spacesuit and you're just floating in space. What's down? You don't know what down is because you don't know what up is. You don't know what left is because you don't know what right is. Yeah, you got a right arm and a left arm, but as far as like which direction is left, there is no direction there, man. Now, if you're navigating from the inside of a spacecraft, you could make your direction, right? But just as a singular person in space, you have your own sense of direction, but as far as what is preconceived up and down, left, right, in space, I don't think there is none.
taking somebody's
Stop
word
changing the
for it.
Here's a guy that
Godfrey?
you think is upside down,
Godfrey?
right? Here's
I'm
a
gonna
guy
ask him.
standing right
No,
here.
I'm telling you now,
What would be
Godfrey.
pulling him down? Why
Yo.
would he be pulled down? To
Godfrey?
where and to why?
Hey, Mike, we're gonna. Hey,
I'm telling
Dave,
you.
thanks for you guys. We
I'm
tried.
telling you.
I thought it'd be
Yeah.
like a
Are
better
you cutting me out
conversation.
here just because?
No, it was a good conversation. It's just these are usually how the conversations go with a flat earther, man. They repeat the same tired, dumb fucking nonsense time after time. They get proven wrong time after time. I've even seen them do experiments and prove themselves wrong in real time, all the time, right? And then this is pretty much how the conversations go. That's it. For the exception of the few that thought the earth was flat, did their own experiment, realized it wasn't, and then they humbly accepted the new terms and conditions of the new group they were in, which was the Spherical Earth Society. We don't even have a name for it. Y'all have the Flat Earth Society. We don't even have that. We don't even have a society. For the people that think the Earth is round, let me rephrase that. For the people that know the Earth is round, we don't have a group. We just, for the longest time, we just operated and just went through life, just fucking. But here y'all came on some weird shit. I don't know. And I read some things from like early adopters of flat earth theory. And while what they said was nonsense to me, it still made a whole hell of a lot more sense the way they explained it than anything Lord Jamar said. And this is your typical flat earther right here, man. Go back 30, 40, 50, 60 years and read actual flat earthers and their writings and their theories and what they thought. Yo, they put it out there a lot more eloquently than any of these people. Do I believe it? No. And when I read it, I still laughed. But the way they put forth their theory and their ideas a long time ago, it was way better than anything that these dumb fuckers are saying today, man. And it's crazy to think that I've probably read and watched more flat earthers from back then, early adopters of the flat earth theory, than these people have. And I don't believe in the flat earth theory. Now imagine that. Imagine someone who
doesn't believe in your theory and thinks it's fucking hogwash, fucking goddamn scientific hokum, right? Imagine a person like me believing that your fucking theory is garbage, yet I've probably still sat through, watched, and listened more flat earth shit from 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago than y'all ever have. Y'all probably watched one video from a guy 3 weeks ago. That's it. And now you have your new idea. And at the end of the day, I ask this question always, anytime the conversation turns to flat earth. I always end the conversation with this question. If y'all are right, let's entertain the idea that y'all are right. Let's just imagine that y'all are right and the earth is flat. Now what? Now what? Man, what now? What now? For real though. Earth is flat. Got it? We were wrong. Y'all were right. Where do we go from here? Fucking nowhere! Because it's such a pointless conversation to have. It's such a fucking pointless conversation to have. Like, if the earth is flat and y'all prove it, what happens then? Do we riot? Do we play with our wieners? Huh? Do we fondle our neighbor? Do we take a shit in the street? What do we do? What's the plan? Exactly, bro. There is none because it doesn't fucking matter because it's pointless. The only thing that matters is we're right, you're wrong. That's it. And if you were right, guess what would happen? Fucking nothing. I don't even know the end game here. What is the end game for you flat earthers? Let's say y'all win. What do y'all do with that victory? What do y'all do with that newfound knowledge? It's just like, I fucking told you it was flat. Well, all right. Now what do I do? I don't really know what to do with the rest of my life. I thought I'd be doing this forever. I don't know where to go from here. Kind of just lost for I don't know. I guess I'll go see a movie. Maybe make a sandwich. I don't know. What are y'all gonna do, bro? What's the plan? I don't know. I don't know. Weird motherfuckers, bro. Now I wonder if the nice person that donated earlier and requested something is still in here so we can do his or her requests. I'm still down now that we finished this. Read a couple of comments. As a black man, I am utterly disgusted. As a black man, educated and working in the science field, why do y'all gotta be black? Why can't y'all just be like normal fucking people? I don't care that he's black. I could give a shit if he was fucking magenta. This motherfucker's an idiot. You don't need to be a certain color to fucking say. What, you think he gives you more credibility because you are black? Nah, bro, homie's a retard, regardless. I've always hated that saying. As so-and-so. Bro, just say what you say. Gives a shit. Saying satellites are fake while live streaming over the internet is wild. Lord Jamar is an embarrassment to the hip-hop and black community at large. Again, I don't know why he's so ingrained in the black community, but science doesn't see color. Again, he's an embarrassment to the human race. Science has nothing to do with color here. As a black man, I sat and listened. Jesus fucking Christ, these comments are cringe. Good God. Cares if he's black? He's retarded. Who cares if you're black? He's dumb. Fucking hey. Lord have mercy. We're not talking about rap. We're talking about science. And science is a little more, I don't know, of a professional setting to where color doesn't matter. If you're an idiot, you're an idiot. You're an embarrassment to humanity with thoughts like that. You're an embarrassment to mankind. with logic like that. You're just embarrassing to to our fucking species. So yeah, quit with this fucking as a black man bullshit. It's fucking cringe and lame. God damn, dude. Even when other people do it, as an Asian, as a white lady living in the suburbs, I'd like to say that shut the fuck up. Ugh. Anyways, I'm sorry. Let's. All right. Should we do this? Should we do this song that I don't even know if this person's still here. Did that. Oh yeah, we were gonna watch that new Sunny V2 video. And where was my one about? Oh, that's go here. Oh, Snow White trailer roasted Snow White trailer roasted by fans. Mentally Mitch. Wait, are they making another Snow White movie? With that annoying little fucking rat-faced girl? Zegler? Didn't they make a Snow White movie and that shit fucking tanked? And that shit was awful? And they're making another one? I'm lost on Yo, you Yo, Don, what's good? Yo, okay, somebody somebody explain something to me. Is this a sequel or is this just Snow White? Is this because dude, I remember like 6 months ago, this girl was in the fucking headlines for being annoying. And I thought that movie came out already. I thought this movie came out, died, and we were over it, right? I don't know. I never really got too much into this because, well, I hate to say this in such a. I never really got into this, man. And I never really got too much into the drama. I saw some shit where she was just being fucking annoying and insufferable and people were shitting on her. And I thought the movie had come out already, but apparently the movie hasn't come out yet. And it's on the verge of coming out. And they released a trailer. And I'm here to tell you, I could give a fuck less. Why? Because I am a man and this is Snow White. And I hate to say it so brazenly off color, I guess, if you would consider that off color, but I'm a fucking dude. What do I need to watch Snow White for? I'm a goddamn man. I ain't watching Snow White. Why would I even get mad about what this girl says? She was being annoying and insufferable, but that's most people in Hollywood. I'm a grown-ass man. I have no business watching this movie. Just like I had no business watching Barbie. Just like I didn't give a fuck about any of these movies when I was a child. Now, How to Train Your Dragon. Now, that's some shit. Yo, they make a live-action version to How to Train Your Dragon. I'm so there. But Snow White? No. I can be fucked, bro. Like, so what's going to happen is this movie's going to come out. I'm not going to watch it, and neither is Don, and neither is Jeff, and neither is Ryan, and neither is Ticken, and neither is any of the other fucking dudes in my chat, and any of the other fucking dudes in the thousands of chats that are happening right now over the internet. And I want to say, like, I don't know, 27 ladies are going to go see it. The movie's going to tank. And then guess what this little twit is going to fucking do? Guess what she's going to do? The fucking patriarchy and fucking men are the reason that the movie failed, and because men don't like supporting women in Hollywood, that's why it failed. Blah, 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 blah. We see this happen so many times. We've seen this happen so many times. This is the way it goes. That's the way it's always gone. Man. You talk a whole bunch of shit, run your little goddamn mouth, and then you tell the dudes this isn't for you, and then we don't go see it, and then your movie fails because we didn't go see it because you told us not to, and then when the movie tanks, because not very many women could be fucked to go see your film either, and then you blame us. It's the weirdest tactic. Or you do what Viola Davis did and talk about, if you don't support our movie, then you're against women. Straight up. In a roundabout, more or less way, that's what she said. Come support this film to fight back against slavery and fucking women empowerment. And if you don't come see this movie, then you don't support women. Wow, what a really cringe fucking way of trying to guilt trip people into watching your film instead of letting your film speak on its own. Yikes. Notice how it's only one type of person that does that shit. Anyways.
WoW is on sale now at Cabinets to Go.
Yo, speaking of something that needs to get roasted that I don't feel is getting roasted hard enough. Yo. So, I didn't notice it at first, but Nathan Fillion, I saw the trailer, and I don't know how I didn't notice it, but Nathan Fillion is playing Guy Gardner. And the suit looks terrible. If we're gonna roast anything, it needs to be that suit. Whoever was in charge of having Guy Gardner look like some fucking lame-ass Uncle Fester. Nah, bro. Nah. If we're gonna roast anything, it needs to be that. Fuck Snow White, man. Who cares? No one's gonna go see that anyways. We need to roast Guy Gardner's outfit in the new Superman movie. And he's also gonna be in the TV show, in the Green Lantern TV show. They need to change that. The fans need to collectively come together and roast that shit into oblivion so that they change it. Kind of like how they did with Sonic. Whenever Sonic came out for the first time, it looked awful, and the fans were like, bruh, that looks like shit. Change it. And they changed it. And they made it look better. That's what needs to happen. His get-up looks awful to me. That shit looks so ugly. Yeah, dude, his original uniform looks so dope. And then I saw that because my buddy Brad was like, dude, have you seen this? And I was like, no, it can't be that bad, right? And on top of that, it's Nathan Fillion. I like Nathan Fillion. He's like, yeah, I like him too, but it doesn't matter on here, man. It looks awful. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, how did I not see that in the trailer? That looks god-awful. Oh. I don't know. And then I guess people are making fun of Superman's eyes in the movie. I get that as nerds, we like to critique and stuff, but sometimes his eyes, I didn't see anything wrong, really. People are just like, oh, his eyes look goofy. I looked at it, I didn't really see anything wrong, and in my head I'm like, more goofy than Henry Cavill's CGI beard? Probably not. Didn't look like that to me. I don't know. People will bitch about anything, but Guy Gardner's outfit's trash, bro. I have to say, oof, that's just so bad. I'm gonna withhold my judgments about Superman until I see it, until I see the movie. But I don't know. Honestly, the only reason I want to see the new Superman movie is so I can see Krypto. Honestly, I just want to see Krypto. There's Kryptonite in the movie, yay. There's Lex Luthor in the movie, yay. There's probably Green Lantern in the movie. Guy Gardner's in there. That'll be somewhat cool, but I just want to see Krypto, to be honest. I've seen the Kryptonite shtick. I've seen Lex Luthor a billion times. Maybe the story will be really good. Who knows? But at the end of the day, it's Superman to me, and Superman's kind of fucking lame, really, because, again, Kryptonite. How do so many people keep getting Kryptonite? It's like... It's every movie, someone has kryptonite, man. It's just like, Crypto will be the bestest boy ever. Yeah, he won't be able to do anything wrong. That's it. And hopefully he plays a big role in the movie, and he's not just in there for like, I don't know, a couple of seconds, like that movie. Oh, what was that movie where it was like a one-man killing spree? It was kind of like the Swedish version of John Wick or something, and Sisu, and the dog was in it. From the trailer, it seemed like the dog was going to play an integral part of the movie. Not really. In the movie, you see the dog and you're like, oh, he's cute, right? Oh, look at the dog. Oh, there's the dog. And then you don't really see the dog again. Dog doesn't die, but the dog also really doesn't play that big of a role in the movie after a certain point. So hopefully it's not like that. Hopefully Crypto actually does some shit. They make him useful. And they're not using it as a ploy to just get me to watch, because I am watching for Crypto, really. So hopefully they don't do like what they did with Suicide Squad, where like the fucking trailer shows the Joker. Every fucking trailer, Joker. Movie comes out, 3 minutes worth of Joker scenes. Yeah, thanks. Go fuck yourself. God, I hated that. Classic bait and switch right there. That shit got under my skin so much. Like, you trash can ass motherfuckers, bro. Anyways. We need motion picture Brainiac. Yeah, really, because then Superman would actually have a job to do. Instead of fucking saving cats out of a tree, heating up some old lady's porridge, right? Like, Superman would actually be needed there. And it would make sense. He would have a worthy opponent. Ow. Here we go. Let's see why this shit's so garbage. I haven't seen the trailer for this. Mainly because I don't care. I don't like these kinds of movies. Snow White, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast. It can all suck my ass, to be honest, really. I'm not a fan of those kinds of movies. I do like animated, but I'm a typical dude. G.I. Joes, Transformers, Ninja Turtles. You know what I mean? Fuck all this other shit. I don't care. This is for the ladies. I came to terms with that a long time ago. I don't care. I don't get overly upset when these movies are made. I just don't watch them.
Gal, mirror, mirror on the wall. How am I supposed to be jealous of this shit at all?
I've never even seen Maleficent. I haven't. Name any other movie about princesses, queens, all this stuff. Don't care. Haven't seen it. Don't care to watch it. Will never watch it. Not my thing. Not my genre. Not my style. Maybe one day if my niece wants me to watch it with her, cool. Maybe, sure. But no.
That's what she should really say. I can't wait to never see this movie. I can see why people were getting mad when Mr. Beast fixed 1,000 people's blind.
I've said that so many times. I can't wait to not see this movie. I can see why people were getting mad when Mr. Beast fixed 1,000 people's blindness now. Because now they gotta see this shit.
Nah, this is cold. The prince gonna be fighting for a bite of that apple just to get Off-White to leave him alone.
They called her
Snow
Off-White.
White has big heart. This chick got big ass forehead.
And she's so bug-eyed. Has anyone ever noticed how bug-eyed Rachel Zegler is? Jesus Christ. Looking like the fucking guy from the first Men in Black movie that you can blow his head off and it repeatedly grows back. And he's always like... Right? Damn. Jesus. Looking like a frog, and you're like squeezing his head really, really tight from the top and the bottom, and his eyes are just like... You so bug-eyed, girl, it's crazy. Have you always looked like that, or was that just hair and makeup that did you like that? I think you always look like that. Really. Like you perpetually on cocaine all the time.
I gotta check. This is what happens when you buy your mirror from one of Timu's 90% off sale. Right, he delusional. Thinking Snow Brown is the fairest of the land. I am suing Rachel Zegler for assaulting the apple. My fruit did nothing wrong. We can all agree we love my boy Apple. This movie is like a bad fart. Nobody wants it, and it'll stink when it comes out, while Disney hopes it wasn't crack.
Unlock incredible.
But what if the movie ends up being good? It's just that people hate Rachel Zegler so much that they're just gonna say it's bad. I do have to throw that out there because that happens sometimes. Like, trying to think of an example. I'll still go back and watch the shit out of fucking House of Cards, even though I no longer fucks with Kevin Spacey. You know what I mean? But chances are this movie is gonna be shit. Like that's just
The deals and explore the best.
fucking sweating so much, man. Like y'all have no idea.
If movie theaters are gonna offer poison apples, it's better off dying than to watch this movie. Oh my god.
Jesus.
The comments about Rachel's skin tone are on point because you look at every other live action Snow White, be it me.
You're still bug-eyed and your eyes aren't even all the way open. How is that possible? Yo, I bet as a baby you look like a fucking alien, huh? Like a real alien. A lot of kids look like aliens when they're born. Big ass head, big ass eyes. But like you probably, like your parents probably thought that they gave birth to a xenomorph or something. Like, I bet you look crazy coming out, man. Wild stuff, dude.
Mirror, mirror, Once Upon a Time, or The Husband, they all match the description.
Because you guys know that like the reason their eyes are so big is because your eyes are one of the only parts of your body that never grow. I don't know if y'all knew that. Your eyes are the same size your whole life, from the time you're born to the time you die. Your body grows around your eyeballs. Your eyeballs don't grow into your body.
So the character having white skin and black hair. Literally in the original movie, the mirror says,
Skin is white as snow.
but in this movie, it's gonna say,
Skin is brown as cardboard.
and we're supposed to act like it makes sense. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's
Oh yeah, that is true. Isn't Snow White supposed to be pale as fuck? Well, maybe someone would say, oh, she's surrounded by candles, so she has that look. Isn't she supposed to be, like, really pale? And white? Almost like porcelain? Kind of? I don't know, bro, to be honest. Who fucking cares?
Mirror, mirror on the wall, whose acting chops win it all? Mirror.
Between Andrew pretending he touched Snow Brown with a 10-foot pole versus one of the world's most gorgeous women pretending to be jealous of Zegler. Not even my power can measure such talent. The mirror hasn't lied this whole series.
They didn't part her hair for the movie. Her forehead did the work. No! I will not co-sign this savagery.
That was
Just
good.
second here, and then I'll be interested.
Yo, she's got a godlike forehead. It parted that hairline like fucking Moses parted the sea. Was it Moses? I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, dude. That's wild.
Get Shrek in here, and then I'll be interested. Apparently, all the tech being used to render the CGI doors.
Good lord. That, apparently all the tech being used to render the CGI doors was being powered
Was
by
being
the...
powered by the electricity from a generator attached to Walt Disney's spinning car.
Yo, did y'all do CGI dwarves? And this is Hollywood. What happened to all this fucking representation bullshit y'all are always talking about? Y'all couldn't actually go and find real dwarves? Real little people? But Peter Dinklage? You might be the only one in Hollywood, but you could probably find some like fucking B-list and C-list little people that have some decent acting chops that could have played the role. Right? CGI, y'all are all about inclusivity and fucking representation. Where's the little people here? Damn. I guess everything went towards Rachel, I guess. All the Jesus, I don't know.
Come on now, y'all. This might be the most ambitious movie they've ever made. Just think about it. We got Dora the Explorer,
Bro, I can't believe this movie hasn't come out yet. I feel like, Katai, because no one's answered me. Katai, has this movie come out yet? Because I swear to God, like 6 months ago, we were talking about this movie. And then little Rachel here made a fool of herself and made a fool of the studio and made it just like fucking, I don't know either. I don't know if this is brand new or what, or if this movie came out already and if it bombed. When did this video come out? 3 days ago. Yeah, and it's the trailer. That means this movie hasn't come out yet. Bro, we've been talking about this movie, or at least the internet and the industry has been talking about this movie for, I feel like, forever now. And it hasn't come out yet? Bro, people were saying that this movie needed to get fucking scrapped 6 months ago. Whenever Rachel opened her fucking mouth and started fucking making people look bad and embarrassing herself. And at that point, whenever I was seeing all that stuff on social media and in my feed, I thought that the movie was on the verge of coming out, because usually you don't see these actors do press runs unless the movie's on the verge of coming out. You know, they'll do their interviews, they'll go to different places and do different red carpets and do their little press tour, talk to people, answer questions. And usually when they're doing that, the movie is either in the process of coming out or just came out, right? So that's what I thought. But apparently not. Apparently Disney really, really, really wanted to get people acclimated to Rachel before they released the movie. Like, they hate her now, but maybe in 6 months they won't. Oh, no, they still do. I think. I give a fuck either way. Movies like this are so boring and stupid to me that it's not out yet. Had to do retakes because it wasn't dwarves at first and it got a lot of backlash. So they did this. So they did CGI. They tried to do dwarves, and what happened? Peter is the reason why they're not doing it, because he complained a lot about other little people getting roles like that because it made them look bad. But they only went off his word and not others. Oh, that's stupid. That's stupid. No, I don't agree with Peter there at all. I don't think it makes you look bad. No. No. That'd be like a black actor getting mad that he had to play a drug dealer. Nah, man, I can't do that. It'd make my people look bad. What? No, it wouldn't. And none of them do that. That'd be a stupid thing to say. I think that's stupid by Peter. No, I think that if you're perfect for the role, you're perfect for the role, man. Like, I don't understand. Like, if the movie called for someone who had autism and there was an actor that had autism and they came to this actor and said, "Hey, man, so we have a role that." And don't get offended here, but I mean, we think this is you, man. You got autism. The character has autism. You look like the character that we want to portray. The person. This would be perfect, man. Would you want to do this? And we could have asked some person that didn't have autism to play this role, but since you have it, right? I mean, it's just like, this seems like a match made in heaven, right? I've always thought of it like that, not like as in disparaging or embarrassing or like this and that. I never thought of it as like, oh, people are gonna make fun of you. Like, no. You require a small character, so you cast a small actor. I never thought that was embarrassing. I never thought that that was something that... Maybe I'm in the minority. I don't know.
Eric looking at Prince, Zordon from Power Rangers, the witch and her bad apple, Evil Queen, and Seven Dwarfs. Nah, Zordon is diabolical.
So y'all are just gonna have You really could have had real people in this, man. Instead, you made it CGI. I can understand why everything was CGI for Space Jam, because you can't actually get a talking duck. You can't actually get a talking bunny rabbit. You can't actually get... You know what I'm talking about? That has to be CGI. But you can actually have a real-life talking small person. So... whatever, dog. I think that was stupid by Mr. Dinklage there, but...
If Snow White was playing instead of Batman, the shooter would have shot himself, saving both viewers. This is out of pocket.
Snow White was playing instead of Batman, the shooter would have shot him. That one's diabolical. Y'all remember the shooting in Aurora, Colorado? A couple of I want to say it was more than a decade ago, where it was a premiere of Batman. I want to say The Dark Knight. It was either The Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises, and some dude walked into the theater and just shot everybody. Fuck, man, that's the best one so far.
Evil Queen, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Mirror.
Snow White.
Click, clack, say psych right now.
I'm joking, shit.
My piracy sources better not touch this movie. Coming to a theater near you.
This just, honestly, looks like Maleficent. And I've never seen the movie, but wasn't that played by Angelina Jolie? And didn't she have kind of like the same fucking outfit, the same getup, the same attire, the same... I can't not see Angelina Jolie here. But that's Gal Gadot. It all looks the same to me. Was it The Dark Knight Rises? Okay.
Better not touch this movie. Coming to a theater near you. Move to Atlanta. We're moving to mythical places now.
Where theaters don't exist.
Evil Queen, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
Not Snow Brown, I'll tell you that right now.
Snow White. Why does everyone hate me? Live action Little Mermaid and Mulan. 4 times? Actually, it's not Snow Brown, it's Slush Brown. Not the filthy stuff that's left on the side of the road after a winter storm. Can a day of the month be blacklisted? The fact that she is compared to a medieval squire in Lord Farquaad is extremely harsh. Extremely harsh for medieval squires in Lord Farquaad. Snow Brown eats apple. After a second...
What movie was that? Lord Farquaad? That was Shrek, right? I like Shrek. That was good.
Dies. The end.
It was a love story though, if you think about it at the end of the day, but I did like it. I saw the second one, but I didn't see anything after the second one. There was like multiple Shreks actually.
The whole theater erupts in applause and adulation.
Wait, Snow Brown eats apple. After a second, dies. The end. Oh my god, dude, that'd be the best movie ever. If they actually did that, I'd go see it. If they actually did that, that could quite possibly be one of the most viewed movies of all time. If you did that legit, and the movie was like, I don't know, 35 seconds? Well, nah, you gotta lead up to the eating of the apple. But let's say the movie was like 15 minutes, I'd go watch it. Let me find out that she gets in there, eats the apple, dies, and then the credits roll. I'll pay $20 to go see it. Let that happen. Let that happen one time. Do it. You won't do it though. No balls. I'd get my whole goddamn family to go watch this movie if that happened, but that won't happen. And you know what's funny? I guarantee you'd make more money if you did that. You would, but you won't do it. No balls. No creativity. Not even on some troll-la-la type shit. Really. And I can't even imagine it took that much to even make this movie. Imagine it took more than $100 million to make this movie? Oof, yikes. What's the budget?
They call this movie 007. 0 storyline, 0 budget, 7 crappy animated doors. I remember when coming soon to a theater near you wasn't a threat. Good times indeed. My favorite part of the movie is when Rachel Zegler said, "It's Zegler time!" and then zagged all over the place. Truly the movie of all time.
Zagged
I love your imagination, Blobber.
Zagged all over the
Rachel Zegler. All the Andrew scenes might get cut out. Me. Good, because that means we won't get to see the part where he wakes you up. All BS aside? Yeah, I got nothing.
I really wonder what roles she'll get after this. Just like I wonder what roles that one actress is gonna get after Madam Web. Jesus Christ.
That ain't Snow White, that's Dirt Brown. Y'all are ruthless.
Why did y'all not make Snow White white? For real. She's pale, bro. Pasty even. She's as white as a toilet seat. Man. Y'all couldn't be fucked to... You know? Y'all couldn't be fucked to just like... You CGI the dwarves, but you can't CGI the fucking melanin out of this goddamn... I don't understand.
We've been gone a long time. We back now.
Prince kisses Dirt Brown and vomits. Dirt Brown wakes up. Harassment, stalker, great, misogyny. Prince, that was a mistake. Forces the poison apple in her mouth. Dirt Brown finally shuts up. Prince, much better. Everyone else nods in unison. Prince, marries Gal Gadot. Rolls the credits. I think on March 21st, we all need to take a trip to North Korea. Mainly because all movies are banned there. I bet this...
Yo, watch Kim Jong actually see this shit and he gets even more pissed off at America. Good lord. Imagine that's the catalyst for him launching nukes at us. He sits down to watch Snow White. Ah, yes, the Snow White. I remember watching this as a kid. Oh yes, I'm so glad the people in the West remade this. This is a timeless classic. Let me watch it. What a big steaming pile of shit this is. This is the last time I get bamboozled by the West. I attack them right now. Imagine that's the catalyst for him just fucking attacking us. And the start of World War III. He watched this piece of shit and it was so catastrophically awful that he had no choice but to take violence. He had no choice but to choose violence. Imagine, man. In a parallel universe, that shit's happening right now. This movie came out, Kim saw it, was so pissed off about the fucking about the level of movie making and the proficiency of movie making, and he couldn't take it anymore. He's like, I'm sick of it. If y'all can't make good movies, what good are y'all? And he nukes us. In a parallel universe, that's happening right now.
This remake's Prince is either gonna be met with the "I don't want to date you."
$250 million? I don't believe you. I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt until I verify that myself, if you don't mind. Terminator, welcome back.
Because I want to work on myself first. Treatment by Snow Tan or just dies off screen. Rachel Zegler. Roast me. Gal Gadot. Okay, what did the 2 say to the 9? What? Roast me. Snow White? More like Ash Soot. Disney had actually taught me a very valuable lesson in life. Never believe it can't get worse. As a both deaf and blind person, I'll for sure enjoy this movie once it comes out.
Why does it take $250 million? What am I missing here? Why does CGI take so much money? Huh? I wonder. Bro, hold on. Oof, that's a lot, but that did numbers. $460 million budget for Avatar. $200 million budget for Titanic. And that was in 1997. Hold on. $45 million budget for Lion King. How much has this movie made over the course of time? Billions. Billions, bro. $45 million. All CGI, all computer generated with voice actors. In Snow White, I've seen 2 actors so far, Gal Gadot and Rachel Zegler. Everything else is CGI. So how much money are you paying? And I know that this is 1995, bro, 1994, The Lion King. But still, it's a good comparison, man. Most of the movie is computer graphics. Most of the movie is digitally animated. How much money does that shit actually cost? And why does it cost so much more to do now as opposed to back in 1994? And if you look at the graphics of 1994 Lion King, and you look at the way it looks, it still holds up today. You know what? Let's look at another one. What was the budget for, let's look at something CGI heavy. The first Matrix movie, guys. $63 million budget. This is multiple actors. This is Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, whatever the fuck Trinity's real name is. Whatever the fuck Cypher's real name is. These are good actors. Like, these are good actors. The CGI was some of the best of its time. Do you remember watching Matrix for the first time and you were just blown away by the CGI? You were just like, whoa, holy shit, that looks incredible, right? Let's look at another one. Let's look at one more that's heavy CG. Hold on. Iron Man. The first Iron Man movie with a budget of $140 million. The CGI in the first Iron Man movie, oh my god, bro. When I first saw it, I was like, dog, I can't tell what's CGI and what's real. Because they used practical effects for the movie. They actually used a real Iron Man suit. Obviously, it can't do any of actual Iron Man stuff, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, wow, I can't tell what's real and what's CGI. That's like really, really good. And this is Robert Downey Jr. and Terrence Howard with a $140 million budget. You got Rachel Zegler, which, who the fuck are you? Gal Gadot, and CGI. $260 million budget? On what? For what? How? I doubt y'all break even. I doubt y'all break even, bro. That's crazy. What are y'all even paying for? Who's that money going to? This shit makes that shit makes no sense, man.
You won't be able to see or hear anything silly. I've been paralyzed from the waist down for 2 years now, but this movie trailer gave me enough strength to stand up and jump out the window. Thank you. That is not the direction I thought that was gonna go.
Yeah.
Coming to a theater near you.
When the door screamed as they saw Rachel, I felt that. Y'all are so childish. Disney.
Coming to a theater near you.
Me, who doesn't live near a theater? Internal panic? I think you mean eternal happiness. No, because I'm scared they'll put a theater near me. On March 21st, it should have been released March 1st, because I'd be the first to march out of the theater. Now that was clever.
What? Dude, you know what? Let's actually see something. Hold on. Let's actually see something. I'm curious. Nah, hold on. Okay, upcoming movies in 2025. Wolfman. Okay. A reboot starring Julia Gardner. I don't know what the fuck that is. Romeo and Juliet. Skip. Snow White. Skip. Wedding Banquet. Don't know what that is. Lilo and Stitch. How to Train Your Dragon. The Bad Guys 2. Wicked Part 2. Zootropolis. These are all releasing March of 2025. What is the competition looking like? I want to see some of these. Hold on. Daredevil. Born Again. What, is that a new season? Oh, it is a new season. Yeah. Now I gotta go back. List of... Alright, let's look at March. This is better. Okay. Very beginning. Look at what all come... No, wait, that's March 7th. It doesn't have March 1st. Well, March 1st, Snow White comes out, but also what comes out... this is everything that comes out in March. I don't recognize any of this shit. March 2025 movies. Mickey 17, Young Hearts, Snow White, A Working Man with Jason Statham, In the Lost Lands, don't know what that is. The Electric State, don't know what that is. Night of the Zoopocalypse. The Alto Knights, Death of a Unicorn, Black Bag. Who the fuck is that? I don't know. Novocaine, Bambi. Plankton, the movie? I might watch that, actually. I might watch Plankton. The Woman in the Yard, Ash, Odessa. The Sloth Lane, The Search... I don't know any of this shit. So maybe Snow White does good if this is the competition. I don't recognize, but some of the stuff that I don't recognize, it could be good. I don't recognize any of the actors either in some of this stuff. Mermaid? I don't know. Oh wow, that's straight up called Fuck Toys. Okay. Cast and crews, probably Mia Khalifa. I don't know what that could be. We're gonna skip over that. That's it, yeah. This is everything coming in March. Some UFC fights. I don't know. But as far as the original list right here, upcoming movies in 2025, scheduled to be released for March, and this is it. How to Train Your Dragon. I don't know if that's going to be new. I don't know if that's a new one. How to Train Your Dragon is going to blow all of this shit out of the water. Actually, Lilo and Stitch is going to blow all of this shit out of the water. If these are indeed getting remade and or rebooted and or released in March, out of this list right here, maybe Zootropolis does good, but Lilo and Stitch and How to Train Your Dragon on this list right here will kill everything, especially Snow White. I think even Romeo and Juliet will do better than Snow White, but we'll see. Sorry, we got off topic. Well, we're still on topic, but we got off track. Wolfman bombed pretty bad. You know what else I heard also bombed? Craven. I saw so many trailers to that too. and I was like, I'll catch it when it's free. Only to find out, I heard that movie fucking blew. I'll have to watch it myself before I make any fucking decisions. But I heard Craven sucked, unfortunately, because I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, dude, Craven, I might, and kept seeing more trailers, and I was like, man, something about these trailers feels off. Something about these trailers doesn't feel as professional as the other trailers that I've watched. Something about these trailers feels like there's something missing. Like, something about these trailers makes it seem like the movie's not even done. I feel like that's what I'm watching right now. Come to find out, the movie was bad, so. Look up the trailer for the vampire movie Sinners. What is that new? Death of a Unicorn has Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega in it. Oh, is that supposed to be new? You know, we could let's finish watching this, and we can watch some upcoming movie trailers and see what's going to be good and what's going to be bad. If y'all want to do that.
I reported this video as violent or harmful. I hope I heal quickly. Alright, y'all gotta chill. Snow Yellow and the 7 poor unfortunate souls in the theater. The end credits should be at the beginning of the movie. Was the cast made on opposite days?
I'm ready for this movie to come out simply so I can watch CinemaSins roast it. If y'all don't know of the channel called CinemaSins, I highly suggest you find that channel. Quick fair warning. They might roast a movie that you really, really like, but it's okay because it's all in fun and games. But they even roast movies that you probably fucking hate, and I love watching those too. And that's probably the only excited I am about this movie. I'm excited for it to come out so that CinemaSins can watch it and CinemaSins can make a video roasting the absolute shit out of it. I can see the title now. Everything Wrong with Snow White in 19 minutes or less. I believe that'll be the time frame that they'll use.
Evil Queen. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Magic Mirror shows her Snow White. Isn't she like 14? Magic Mirror gets arrested. Wait, how old is Snow White supposed to be?
I don't know. And I never really stopped to care or figure it out. How old is Snow White? I mean, I just never.
Nah, this movie exists because the mirror lied to the queen's face. He deadass said that Snow Blanca was more beautiful than the evil queen gouged. Snow Blanca is crazy. The dwarves are more kickable than a bratty toddler at McDonald's.
They just don't look good.
Making sure to get rid of every theater near me before this comes to a theater near me. Coming to a theater near you. Me, a Mexican, jumps back over the border! He runs at the border, something to be at risk of being here in theater playing Snow Blanca. You can't make this stuff up.
Yo, on some fucking ironic shit, what if he tried to jump back over the border? And he goes to border security and they're like, no, sir, you're not bringing that bad juju over here. Nah, you were too close to one of those theaters. Stay away. You're not regaining entry. Fuck that. We let you in, we're gonna have to let a whole bunch of other motherfuckers in that also have the same idea. No, we're not dealing with this influx of people. It got me fucked up. Dude. Oh, shit. And he's like, imagine Snow White comes out. I wanted to come to this country for this. Nah. I go back. I cut grass. Nah. That's so good, dude. That's so good. Let's see the comments. Holy shit. Jumps back over the border was Jesus. My favorite thing to say when it comes to talking shit about a movie is I didn't even pay to see it and I still want my money back, which has been the case with a lot of movies that I watched for free. It was so fucking awful. I wanted a refund. But I didn't pay for it. I just felt so bamboozled and taken advantage of that I felt I felt entitled to some sort of compensation. Really. At least for the emotional trauma that was left and the thievery of the 2 hours of my life that just took place. There was thievery, there was emotional distress, anxiety, and a physical raping of my wallet. And I feel, well, not really, depends on if I went to the theater, but in cases that I go to the theater, it's even worse. I actually spent money, but these days I don't go to the theater for anything, man. I don't go to the theater for just anything. Remember a long time ago when we were younger where you would go to a theater, right? And you would go to the theater and you would be like, damn, man, everything looks, I don't know, what do you want to watch? I want to watch that, I want to watch that, I want to watch that, I want to watch that too. Like, oh man, y'all remember that when it was actually kind of, you know, a debate on what you were going to watch at the theater? These days, I'm like, I'm not going to that building until I see what I want to see. The last time I went to the theater was for Deadpool and Wolverine. The last time I went to the theater before Deadpool and Wolverine was Spider-Man No Way Home. I only go see specific shit at the theater. Dude, a movie, to me, in 2025, it has to be worthy of me getting off the couch, putting on pants, putting on shoes, brushing my teeth, depending on if I'm going with someone or not, getting in the car, wasting gas, driving to the place, getting out, spending money on an overpriced ticket, quite possibly even food, quite possibly waiting in a line, and then sitting down and watching the movie from start to finish. And I don't take bathroom breaks during a movie. It costs too goddamn much for me to fucking leave and miss seconds and or even minutes, right? Even if I had to pee, I'll hold it, right? I only go see specific shit, man, really. And I'm at the point now where I can pretty much say without a shadow of a doubt, off rip when I see something, I'm not watching that at theater. I will watch that in theater. Stuff like that. It just like, for instance, when I saw the first trailer for the fourth Matrix movie, I was like, nope, no theater. Instantly. I didn't even know the movie was going to be bad. The movie could have ended up being amazing. But as soon as I saw the trailer for that, I was just like, nope, not going to theater for that. And there's a lot of trailers that I do that for. I'm like, nope. It's got to be something, again, something very, very special to me or something that I really, really, truly love. Otherwise, bro, I'm not going through the entire process of going to the theater anymore, which is a goddamn shame, bro, because just 10 years ago, I used to love going to the theater. It was one of my favorite things to do. As a kid, it was my favorite thing to do. As a teenager, as an adult, I love going to the theater. And I can go by myself. I don't even need to go with friends. Man, I used to love going to the movies. And now it's like I may go to the theater twice a year. That's it. That's really it. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if Snow White can't be as bad as Moonfall. I don't know. Let's see. I wish OFG would come back so I could do his request, but I'm wondering if he would want me to do that request even though he's not here. I'm gonna type this in. New movies 2025. This was from him. I used to watch these all the time just to see what new stuff was coming out. Oh, and there's timestamps for all this. So this was from a month ago. And not many trailers have come out in the past month, for the exception of Superman. And like one or two other things, but I want to check this out. I want to check out the timestamps. Let's see. Coming out. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff. And y'all can tell me what y'all want to watch. The best upcoming movies 2025. The Gorge? Don't know. Mission Impossible 8? Skip. Mickey 17? Don't know. Karate Kid? Skip. Death of a Unicorn? Warfare? I'll watch that one. Death of a Unicorn? I might watch that. Y'all said I had Paul Rudd? Is that a comedy or a serious film? Captain America? Skip. Lilo and Stitch? Skip. Superman? Already seen it. How to Train Your Dragon? I want to see that. It's a live action? Oh my god. No way. We're watching that. Minecraft? Skip. Amateur? I don't know. Novocaine? I don't know. Den of Thieves? Skip. Bad Guys 2? I don't know. Thunderbolts? I don't know. Snow White? Skip. Paddington? Skip. Don't care about Paddington. Black Bag? Don't know. Elio? Don't know. Bridget Jones? Skip. 28 years later? Oh, dude. Is that a sequel to 28 Weeks Later? Because you had 28 days, which I loved, and then you had 28 weeks, which was okay, and now 28 years later. Wow, so it's almost like this zombie virus appears exponentially. So I think the next time it'll show up will be like what? 112 years later or some shit like that? Or no, would it be 28 decades later? Or 28 centuries later? I don't know. We'll watch that one. Star Trek, skip. Old Guy, don't know. Last Breath, don't know. Wolfman, don't know. Ash, don't know. Love Hurts, don't know. The Monkey, don't know. Sinners, Flight Risk, F1, The Brutalist, Dogman, Companion, William Tell, Alarium, You Are Cordially Invited, and The Last Showgirl. Okay, so there's only like there's only like 2 or 3 in here that I want to watch. And that's going to be How to Train Your Dragon. I want to watch that one. 28 years later. I'm assuming that's a continuation of the zombie movie. The UK version of pretty much Resident Evil here or some shit like that. This is a zombie movie. Zombie Outbreak. Oh, it's a comedy? You want to see Sinners? Where was that at? Sinners. Was that even on here? Oh, let's start with. Do y'all want to watch some of these? Oh, Sinners. What is Sinners? Is that horror? Is that scary? I don't give a fuck about horror and scary. I want to start with Warfare. Cause guys, do y'all care about Mission Impossible anymore? I don't. Do y'all care about Karate Kid anymore? Nope. I stopped giving a fuck about Karate Kid when they cast Jaden. There didn't need to be another movie about Karate Kid. The OG one was good enough. But you can never let things just be, huh, Hollywood? Never. I want to start with I'm interested to see what Warfare is. Umbreon, take it easy, man. Thank you so much for hanging with us. And then I wish that OFG would come back. I could do his. What do you guys think? He donated twice. Should I do his request on stream and he can watch it back later, or should I wait until he shows back up? I feel kind of bad because he donated, but he's not here anymore. So, and I told him that when I got done with that Flat Earth video that I'd do it, and I called out for him, but he wasn't fucking. Yeah, but 28 days and 28 weeks was also set in the UK, right? It's basically just the UK version of like Zombieland or fucking like any zombie movie that happened here in America. What's a zombie movie that happened? World War Z, fucking shit like that. It's just it's their version of zombie stuff. You passed MEP stuff. 71 on the ASVAB. That's pretty good. That's really good. My ASVAB score was like in the... My ASVAB score was in the 40s, dog. So that's really good. 71 on the ASVAB. That's fantastic, man. Congratulations on that. What's your job? What's your MOS? You went to MEPS, right? Which means you already have a MOS. No, wait. Maybe you did your recruiting stuff, because I didn't take a ASVAB at MEPS. I took my ASVAB before I went to MEPS, but you go to MEPS twice. So you go once to do everything, and then you go twice before you actually go to basic training. But congrats, man. Feel free to keep me updated, keep us updated on all that. Let's see what this. All right, this is Warfare. Oh, I think I've seen this. I want to watch this, but this might be hard to watch for me. Who knows? Let's see. Hold on. Is it still big screen? Can y'all see little face cam? Or, yeah, I don't think I've changed it, but here we go. I think I've seen this trailer, but I want to see it again. This shit is wild. Iraq 2006.
How's it going? Going well.
This is I believe this is true story, based on real events.
Okay.
That's that new guy energy.
That is new guy energy. There's no fucking
He's
way.
back. That's the fourth fucking time he's done that.
Is he peeking or probing?
Speaking with serious intent to probe.
Alpha 2, we might have guys starting to move on our position.
Copy, we're getting a buildup of activity here too.
Yeah, I definitely see weapons at this point.
Yeah, we have definite massing.
Redman 08 is profane. We're seeing activity converging to your north
I don't know why I was holding my breath there. That was just out of
and south.
This is Frogman 6 Romeo. We need evac at our last known position.
I can definitely tell that it was directed by some of the same people that directed Civil War, because some of the camera work, it's very similar.
Redman 08 is profane. We're seeing activity converging to your north and south.
This is Frogman 6 Romeo. We need evac at our last known position.
We have severely wounded. Who's the severely wounded? It's not you. It's me. Who is it? No, it's not.
It's not you, man. You're fine.
Copy,
You're fine.
We're in contact too.
You coming to you or you coming to us?
Stand by. We'll let you know when we're inbound.
Let's move!
But you better fucking move with a quickness, air support, like dog. That looks like a translator.
Plan. EA 5 minutes, over.
The scouts are gonna lead us out, and I'm bringing up the rear. Pop smoke.
Smoke out?
We are all coming back.
It's either a translator or an Iraqi national military service member, but it looks like an interpreter just by the petrified look on his face.
OP1, they are en route to you.
3 minutes out!
Eyes on me and only me. Has anyone looked at you?
I'm fucked up.
2 minutes out! 2 minutes! Where are you guys?
Look for the blood and the smoke.
Multiple bad guys trying to get to our position.
Inbound! Inbound! Find cover!
So I think you're popping red smoke there, probably.
1 minute out!
We have enemy on our building and all surrounding buildings.
Roger that. Stand by. Going hot.
You gotta get ready, man. This is gonna hurt.
On my count. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, fucking! If that's a spinal injury, that's rough. But that's the way you gotta do it. You gotta roll them on top of the litter. You roll them up. You stick the litter underneath, and you put them back down. In the case of a spinal injury, that sucks. But that's the only appropriate, approved way that you can really do it. There, that guy's paralyzed probably. In that situation, probably can't feel his legs or anything, just laying flat like that. That's a spinal injury if you've ever seen one right there. That guy's done. And that evac is not making it any easier on his injuries, but hey, there's really not much you can... They didn't even have an Aiden litter, they were just buddy carrying. Ugh. Yeah. Dog, just like the movie Outpost, that's gonna be hard for me to sit through. Really. But I'll still watch that one. I don't think I'll go to the theater for that one. That's too much exterior noise for me. That's a lot of noise for me. I'll watch that, like... I'll probably rent that or something, maybe. We'll see. It looks good. Okay, next is... How to Train Your Dragon live action. Let's see. Let's see. How to Train Your Dragon. You gotta... Fuck, man, I forgot his name. It's Toothless. Toothless, and he's a specific kind of dragon. I forget what kind. He's a Night Stalker. He's a very specific rare kind of dragon. His name is Toothless though. And I can't remember the name of the guy. It's been so long, but I love How to Train Your Dragon. I've seen all 3 of them. It's just been years since I've seen. Maybe they made a 4th one. I'm not sure, but live action, I'm so down, dude.
When you carry this axe.
A Night Fury. That's what it is. Yes, and they're cool as shit, and they're so badass compared to some of the other dragons. Mainly, actually, all of the other dragons, man, the Night Fury is the coolest, really. And his name is Toothless, and he's super smart, and he's super sweet, and he's super cute.
You carry all of us with you.
Dad, I can't kill dragons.
But you will.
Is that Gerard Butler? All right.
I'm a Viking. I'm a Viking.
Toothless. What's up, little buddy?
It's okay. I won't hurt you.
How did Toothless get there? Did he like fall out of the sky? Was he in a battle with another Night Fury dragon? And he got injured because he was in the position right there to kill him. And I can't remember how it went in the first movie. I think Toothless was injured and he found him and nursed him back to health. And yeah, and because of him, they established relationships with dragons and fucking all this stuff, and they became friendly and domesticated, kind of like how we are with dogs. His name is Hiccup. That's what it is. Was that his name, Hiccup? I can't remember how it went in the first movie. He was injured in the first movie, and yeah, that's his name, Hiccup. Yeah, okay. What happened to Toothless here, and how Hiccup finds him? I don't know. We'll see, because here, Toothless doesn't seem to be injured. He just seems to be lost, kind of. And when he found Toothless, was Toothless a baby? Or is this a full-grown Night Fury? Because I could understand if he looked at Hiccup like a mother or a father figure, guardian type deal. But I can't remember if when he found Toothless for the first time, if Toothless was just a baby lost from his mother, or he was just, you know, a little bit full. Because I didn't really see Toothless get any bigger throughout the rest of the movies. So he's full grown, which means that Toothless is choosing to have a relationship with Hiccup. And he also chose to have a relationship with Hiccup in the animated movies. Although in the animated movies he was injured, but here he doesn't seem injured. He's not a baby. He's full grown, which means that here, he's choosing to have a relationship with Hiccup. Not because he feels like he's indebted to Hiccup, because Hiccup fixed a broken part of his body, like in the first movie. So I wonder what the relationship is going to be like here, or how it's going to be like here. Because it seems like if he's not injured and he's full grown here, that means he's voluntarily wanting to be friends with a human. Which goes against everything that the humans have thought about dragons. And this is supposed to be the most fierce, fiercest dragon, bro, a Night Fury. They're deadly. They're dangerous as fuck, right? They're super powerful. So, interesting how it's gonna go. That's it. I was hoping for a longer trailer, but maybe a longer trailer will come out in the future. That's super cool. To be honest, though, how much did we really actually need a live action How to Train Your Dragon? I was pretty content with the animated ones, really. So I hope the auto make this live action and fuck it up. Because, to be honest, again, I was very happy with the animated ones. I was like, all right. And it never really came into my head and dawned on me like they should make this live action. I'm glad they are. It's going to be awesome if it's good. But you know what I'm saying? I was okay it just existing as animated. This wasn't one of those movies where I was just like, this needs a live action version. You know, it was pretty great as it was. Death of a Unicorn. Okay. Well, let's see. Skip. Oh, right here. Hold on.
Ridley? Are you okay?
It kind of felt like it was showing me something. I get this feeling I don't think we're supposed to be here.
The Leopolds donated this entire nature preserve. And they care about a lot of things, not just pharmaceuticals.
Fine. I will sit there and smile.
Sorry, we're late.
What happened? You walked from the airport or what?
It's perfect timing.
I need you to act like everything is fine.
Is there something in your car?
A lot of species in this area are rare. What exactly are we saying this is, though?
I think we know exactly what it is.
A horse-like mammalia.
With some sort of protrusion or a growth.
It's a fucking unicorn.
I don't think I should be in swim shorts for this moment.
I don't think that we're supposed to have this.
We need to study it.
Oh, bro. I hope this unicorn comes to life and beats all y'all's asses. You're taking a mythical creature that is just the creme de la creme of mythical creatures. And you're experimenting on it. I hope this thing wakes up and fucking beats all y'all's asses. Real shit.
Whatever it is, it seems to be the cure for cancer.
Cancer? That's the biggest one.
An opportunity for greatness, for immortality.
I've never been so alive.
Dad, please just listen to me. We need to give the little one back. Okay, bad things will happen.
Oh. So that unicorn was the offspring of a mama or daddy unicorn? Y'all think y'all captured something spectacular. You just kind of like remember in Jurassic Park where the dumbass decides to steal the raptor eggs while they're trying to get away from the dinosaurs, and they're just like, yo, how do the raptors keep finding us? It's because this dumbass stole 2 of the eggs. Or maybe it's not the offspring. Or maybe it's not the father or mother of the unicorn. Maybe it's another entity that's the exact opposite, and it's an evil version that's sole purpose in life is to hunt and kill unicorns. And somehow, some way, this unicorn made itself into the physical realm of humans. They're not supposed to exist in this physical realm, but it's injured, it landed here, and whatever's trying to kill it also landed here. Maybe. I don't know. Let's find out. Never mind, I was wrong. That's either a really pissed off mom or a really pissed off family member, and they're coming for their family member. Y'all fucked. Y'all fucked up, yeah.
There are two of them? They're gonna kill us.
I'll do whatever I have to take care of you. You'd retreat in the face of opportunity.
Here's a thought. Give the animal back. And all will be well. Or maybe not. Maybe they're gonna kill you because it's the principle of the matter. You made me leave my home. I was chilling. I was just chilling, watching Murder, She Wrote with the old lady. And now I have to go looking for my fucking son because you ass clowns, right? Maybe they're just gonna kill you anyways.
That horn was rather girthsome.
Poke around and find out. Well.
I'm picking up vibration.
That unicorn was black. Yikes. Yeah, I don't think that's Big Brother. And I don't think that's mom or dad. I think that the white unicorn and the black unicorn are locked in a battle to the death across space and time, and they just so happen to land on Earth. White unicorn lands with these humans. The humans are trying to more so protect it, but also take advantage of its properties. This black fucking unicorn is trying to fuck up said white unicorn, and he's like, get the fuck out of my way. Get out of my way or I'm gonna kill all of you. And then close to the end of the movie or in the middle of the movie, the white unicorn makes some kind of like recovery from its injuries and then shows back up like, hey, leave the humans alone. The fight is with me, bitch. And then they go at it and square off and they have an epic unicorn versus unicorn battle. Maybe that's how that will go. There's plenty of ways this can go, but that's usually the way it goes in some of these films, really. And just this right here, this scene, pretty much straight up ripping off of Aliens. Come on, man. Could y'all not be more, could y'all not have more of a... Y'all rip this scene straight from Aliens. Does this not look like a xenomorph? And does this not look like the girl that's standing in front of the xenomorph petrified? Like, right? Y'all ripped this straight from Aliens. Come on, man.
I'm picking up vibrations.
Here's hoping.
That was not original.
And we killed Bigfoot on the way home, huh?
Yeah, might as well go after Bigfoot next since we're, discovering mythological creatures. I feel like that'll be a lot better than Bambi. Because Bambi, they also made into like a killer deer. Yeah, those unicorns are different. I don't know. It's a cool take, people always think the common concept, the common thought is that unicorns are nice. Every time you see a unicorn, does it look angry to you? Every time you've seen a unicorn or seen a depiction of a unicorn, whether it be in a cartoon, movie, stuff like that, have you ever seen them as mean, right? Or like just in mythology through like books and teachings, have you ever seen them as mean, grotesque, fierce, deadly, lethal creatures? No, you kind of just see them as like this mythical fucking... If you had one, it'd probably be nice to you, and it's like super rare and crazy and awesome. It'd be like catching a fucking rare Pokemon or something, right? And you could be friends. A lot of people look at it like that, right? But never stop to think. At the end of the day, this is a wild fucking animal. Whether it's a myth or not, whether it's real or not, at the end of the day, it's a wild fucking animal. Man. So just as easy as an annoyed thoroughbred can fuck you up, a unicorn could fuck you up. Really. Go start fucking with a horse. A regular horse. Start fucking with it, poking it in the ass and shit. Like, hey, you can get kicked in the face. So, like, just imagine a unicorn, man. And I'd like to imagine unicorns, you know, possessing magic type abilities, not just physical strength that they can just hit you, run into you, and fuck you up. If they're so mythical, I would assume that a unicorn could just shoot shit out of its horn and fuck you up. Maybe some kind of lightning or gamma radiation or some kind of like laser beam or some shit. They're already mythical. Why not make them even just more badass than what they already are? So. Let's see. No. 28 years later. I gotta see this. And is it gonna have Cillian Murphy again? First one had no, not Cillian Murphy. No, first one did have Cillian Murphy. The second one had a different actor, but I think Cillian Murphy was still in it. Maybe? I can't remember. Let's see what cast this has.
Mom, Dad?
We have something to tell you. You have a twin brother we never told you about. I'm sorry.
Zombie. Yeah.
Wait, sit here. Sit. Auntie, what's going on? Jimmy, sit still, keep quiet, and do not move from this spot.
I wonder why.
Not move from this spot.
All these kids are just like, what? That was weird. Okay, cool. Cartoons. And then they just go back to watching cartoons. They're just like, okay, that's fine. But for some reason...
Sit still, keep quiet, and do not move from this spot.
But for some reason, this girl right here is about to break down, bro. These two are just like, what? Okay, fine, cool. Cartoons are still here. This girl couldn't be fucked. She's just like, nah, man. I'm grounded at my house, so I'm definitely watching this episode. But then this girl right here almost seems like she knows something. She knows more than the rest of the children. Oh, Lord.
7, 6, 11, 5, 9 and 20 miles today, 4, 11, 17, 32 the day before. Boot, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Don't.
Oh, wow. So everything, dude, so many people have died from this virus, from the outbreak, that their society has basically devolved to how society used to be. You had a tailor, a seamstress, a guy that fixed stuff, a mechanic. You had a barber. You had a cook, right? Everyone had a role to play. That's how much shit has broken down, man. So many people have died that it's a barren, empty fucking wasteland, and there's not very many people left, is what it seems like. And everyone is just, from what it seems like right here, this guy seems like he knows something, and he's like, nah, man, they're coming back. I just know they are. They're fucking coming back. Like in Jeepers Creepers, where he's just waiting on this thing to come alive again. Some of these people have basically isolated themselves and booby-trapped everything. Like, nope, it's gonna happen again. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Can't put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times. Fuck the peace sign. Load the chopper up and let it rain on you. You know what I mean? Word to J. Cole.
Boot, boot, moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Don't.
What did this say on the wall?
In the war. Don't.
Behold, he is coming with the clouds. It says, behold Jimmy, he is coming with the clouds. I don't know what that means. I don't even know if that's a warning, but...
Don't look at what's in front of you. Boost, 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 boost. Moving up and down again. Bend.
Damn, it's devolved so much that it's... Well, no, actually, nah. They're using bow and arrows because sound. I think in this movie, these zombies are attracted to sound like crazy. Or in this universe of zombies, hence the bows, probably. I hope you're some kind of fucking Oliver Queen or Hawkeye, because, I mean, and I hope that kid can shoot, because otherwise, just...
Men go mad with watching him. There's no discharge in the war.
Oh, shit, that's Jimmy. And if it wasn't Jimmy, someone carved the name Jimmy into his chest.
Your eyes drop, they will get the top of you. Boost, boost.
Oh, this guy right here. Holy.
Eyes drop, they will get the top of you.
The zombies are mutating. Look at that guy. He's huge. That zombie looks like fucking King Leonidas from goddamn 300.
Boost, 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 boost. Moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Fly. The things are something
Oh my god.
different.
Yo, who built that? Who did this? Surely the zombies didn't do this. Dude, you know what I think it is? I think that part of this outbreak has evolved. I think part of this outbreak has evolved, and there's somebody who's infected who's fucking people up for sport. He's a zombie, but he's a sentient zombie, because, you know, zombies are pretty brainless. Have really no thought, foresight, plan, nothing. They only see what's in front of them and hear what they can hear. I think they're dealing with an evolved strain of this outbreak. You have some zombies that are just dumb. They're just going to chase you mindlessly. And then you got other zombies that's probably out here making traps for fucking people. And eating them. I don't know.
The things are something different.
Or some of the people reverting to barbarism, maybe. That somebody built this shit, man. And that... Maybe the zombies have become sentient. Maybe the zombies have developed a way to communicate with each other. Maybe the zombies at this point outnumber human beings, right? And to snuff out the last of these fucking humans, which I don't even know what the end game is, and this is the problem that plagues a lot of zombie movies, is that zombies require people to eat. And once those people are gone, what are these zombies going to do? Nothing. They starve to death. That's like the one thing that plagues all these zombie movies, is you can never really show the zombies winning because it's kind of lame. Once the zombies eat everyone, guess what they do? Die. Nothing exciting happens after that, right? So...
Moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. 7, 6, 11, 5, 4, 17, 32 the day before.
I don't know. Yeah, definitely not going to the theater for that, but I'll watch it for rent or for free whenever that happens. Okay, what is Sinners, Christian? Bro, if it's horror and scary, I truly don't care. I don't care for those movies. I think they're stupid. I can literally tell you what's going to happen. Kitchen scare, bedroom scare. She's going to open the mirror, nobody's going to be behind her. She's going to close the mirror, and boom, someone's going to be behind her. Boom, scary, loud noises. Shaka Khan. I don't care for those movies, man. They project so hard. What is this? Tell me what it is. If it's scary, horror, fucking a possessed child, I don't care. I'm not watching it. So let me know what it is. Otherwise, nah, that's really the only thing here. The Bad Guys 2? I don't know what that is. Yeah, you would kind of need some form of archery would be good, but you know what also would be good? A suppressor. But you can still hear a suppressor. So you're taking a long time to tell me what this is, Christian. I'm concerned. You never liked Teletubbies? Yeah, me neither. I thought it was stupid as a kid. I never watched it. I also wasn't a fan of Barney. And even as a kid, that shit to me seemed way too childish. It was weird. I was like, man, I'm too grown for this shit. I was 4. But I was like, I'm too grown for Teletubbies. Teletubbies for like those little fucking infants. The ones that just came out, man. I've been here for a minute. I ain't fucking with no Teletubbies. Shit. Ain't doing that. Fucking Magic School Bus was my jam. Captain Planet. Fucking all that stuff. Fuck a Teletubby. It's just so dumb. Sesame Street. I also didn't like Big Bird. I didn't like Sesame Street. I didn't like any of that stuff. I didn't care. Alright. Oh, vampires? Set in the 1920s Deep South? It's not Abraham Lincoln the Vampire Hunter, is it? No, it's called Sinners, but that's what that reminds me of. Oh shit, hold on. Wait. Vampires in the 1920s South? That's a rough day to be a slave, I'll tell you what. Because if you ain't getting fucked with by Mr. Candy, you're getting fucked with by vampires. What's worse? Running from your owner or running from a vampire? I suppose it depends on your threshold for pain. 2 fangs into the side of my fucking neck. I would feel would hurt a lot less than 27 lashes, but depends on what it is. Are you going to turn me into a vampire or kill me? Because if you're going to turn me into a vampire, then I'll gladly run away from this fucker, right? But I do fucks with vampires. Let's see. That's just a lot to be worried about as a slave, if you ask me. Mean-ass slave owner and then vampires? Unless the slaves turn into vampires and start fucking up the slave owners. I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, it's with Michael B. Jordan. What you rolling up there? Some weed? You must have seen some shit. Really?
I've been all over this world. I seen men die in ways I ain't even know was possible. Love you, brother. Be careful. I will.
Wait. What?
Love you, brother. Be careful. I will. Hold on.
Are they twins or are they playing, or is he playing 2 different characters?
Things that I seen.
Hence the weed. You probably saw some wild shit, bro. And not just slavery.
I ain't ever seen no demons, no ghosts, no magic. Till now.
Now get back inside. Let me in, man.
Nah.
Some weird shit going on out here.
Nah, don't trust it. No, you don't say yes to a vampire. Let me in. No, absolutely not. I'm assuming that at this time, with the story they're trying to tell about vampires still operate under the assumption that they can't enter a home unless they're granted access in. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. I mean, technically, you might even be able to leave the door open. If they're an actual vampire, they can't cross without permission, right? Can't cross the threshold of that doorway. Let me go back. Trying to figure out what's going on here, man. Like, is this...
Let me in, man. Some weird shit going on out here.
You want me to open the door?
Dancing with the devil.
Yo, dude, they're about to go toe-to-toe against some fucking vampires, and homie has 2 knives. Homie has 2 knives. That's wild.
One day he's gonna follow you home.
Did all the white people turn into vampires? Because I saw nothing but black people defending themselves. I saw cotton fields. I'm assuming there's an element of slavery in the movie. I'm assuming there's an element of slave masters in the movie, right? 1920s Deep South. You introduce the element of vampires, and that's fine and everything, but who are the vampires? I'm assuming it's the white people. Right? Oh, yeah, there it goes, I think. Well, did we end it? It's gotta come back, but I'll end it. Fuck it. I think we're still here. Take it off. It might come back. Let's see. If it doesn't, I'll just end it here. I'm hungry. I can go eat. But man, it was only a matter of time. I was hoping that I could watch that one. We watched all the other ones. Fine. I'll be right. Let's see. Are we not back yet? Did it not come back? Fuck, dude. That was rough. All right.